I created one of the largest Pokemon tournaments to ever exist. So many people showed up, and if you didn't, you truly missed out. The idea was pretty simple. I would take 8 popular streamers and have them all complete a hardcore Pokemon challenge, a Nuzlocke. Then, they and the 6 Pokemon they beat the game with would be entered into an in-person VGC-style tournament against the other competitors. It's based off of a Vi's Twitch Cup. And after seeing Pichal cover it, I reached out to Pichal to see if we could do something similar. If you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, don't worry. Most of the competitors didn't know either. It's a challenge where if your Pokemon dies, it's gone forever. You can only catch 1 Pokemon per route. The first one you run into, you can't use items in battle, and you can't level your Pokemon up past the next gym leader's strongest Pokemon. And if you do know what a Nuzlocke is, don't worry. These players were paired up with some of the best Nuzlockers in the world to coach them on how to play. The teams were Fuslie and Flygon HG, Connor Eats Pants and Stefan Sunny, Alana Pierce and Luke Forever, Chris Melberger and Moxie, Ludwig and Drew, Ranboo and Wacko, Valkyrae and Kaya Coliseum, and Slimecicle and Freezai. These teams would have the entire month of July to complete their Nuzlockes and get their teams ready for the tournament. But we had to add a twist. So we made the challenge a randomizer 2. The Pokemon they encounter, random. The items they pick up, random. All the opposing teams, random. Even the abilities and movesets, random. But not like completely random, okay? We didn't want to turn the Nuzlocke Invitational into a lottery. It's pseudo-random. Originally weak Pokemon will only randomize into other weak Pokemon, and strong Pokemon will randomize into other strong Pokemon. This ensures the power level is relatively consistent between playthroughs. Additionally, for the random moves, there is a strong bias towards Pokemon learning the same type of moves as, well, their type. This meant that the coaches were also on their toes. They no longer knew the best routes or ideal strategies and had to improvise with their teammate to build a group of 6 Pokemon with the resources they found over the course of their playthrough. These Pokemon will have to beat the Elite Four Gauntlet at the end of the Nuzlocke and be their competitive VGC team. The tournament aspect changes everything when it comes to team building and strategy for a Nuzlocke, because VGC is all 2v2 battles. Some of the most powerful Pokemon that can sweep the Nuzlocke portion just aren't competitively viable for the tournament. So using them for the Elite Four means having one fewer option in LA. Conversely, some of the best moves for double battles literally do nothing in singles, or worse, can even help your opponent. This effectively means that to bring them to the tournament, you have to beat the Elite Four with fewer moves to choose from. And if you wipe, you lose your team and have to start the Nuzlocke over from the beginning. Don't win before the deadline, and you're given a rental team made by the event organizers. Watching inexperienced players try to navigate through competitive Pokemon was addicting. If you want a deep dive on the Nuzlocke side of this event, Pichal, the best Nuzlocker in the world, made a video on his channel following each of their journeys leading up to the tournament. But all you need to know right now is that beyond our wildest expectations, July 2025 was some of the best Nuzlocking the world has ever seen. And it was so cool getting to see so many streamers introduced to this side of the community. In the end, the level of risk that players were willing to take with their builds came down to their confidence and ability, how much time was left before the deadline, and also, once you beat the champion, your team for the tournament is locked in, which means everyone still building now knows what you're bringing. And while they can't control what they find, they now know what to be on the lookout for. For example, I mentioned earlier that we didn't want the Nuzlocke Invitational to be a lottery, and it wasn't. But somehow, Valkyrae and her coach Kaya still managed to win the lottery. Instead of having to choose between strong single and double battle builds, Ray got a team that was strong for both, leaving everyone finishing after her, scrambling for answers. And if you understand what you're looking at, you kind of get why. Naturally, Pichal and I were a little bit worried about this. We wanted to have a close, competitive tournament that was really entertaining to watch. Having such a clear frontrunner was exciting, but it also could mean that this was a very easy and decisive victory for Ray. All we could do was hope for the best. And at 1 p.m. on August 2nd, we started what I could say was one of the craziest streams of my life. Welcome in to the Nuzlocke Invitational Tournament. You guys have been waiting for this all month, and we're here to deliver that tournament, that competition that you guys have been excited for. Are you ready for this, Jan?
No. I'm so nervous.
Dude, it is going to be crazy.
We had 8 big creators do their, sometimes in some cases, first Nuzlocke on a randomized Pokemon game. Basically just 2 rules. 1, you have to catch the first Pokemon in every route, and 2, if you're gonna suck it, you have to do it from the back. So it's, yeah.
That's crazy. By the way, here's how the tournament goes. The matches are similar to how World Championship Pokemon VGC goes, save a few differences, where you face off against each opponent in a best of 3 set. It's a 2v2 format, where you're only allowed to bring 4 of your 6 Pokemon to each match. So even though everyone's Pokemon's information is freely available to reference, you won't know the exact team your opponent is sending out until the match starts, meaning it's important to be able to predict their best options and pivot your strategy on the fly. It's also a classic double elimination bracket, giving everyone in the tournament a path to redemption if they lose their first set. Like the name indicates, the only way out of the event is if you lose twice. And at the end, the winner of the top bracket faces off against the winner of the bottom bracket, with advantage going to the person who's never lost a match. And every player was hoping that they were not going to be the first player to face off against Valkyrae. So let's get the bracket. Let's show it for everybody. And we did it like that. And Valkyrae and Slimecicle. There are people crying.
I just watched Slimecicle drop to his knees.
And that's the bracket. It's Fuslie versus Connor, Alana versus Chris, Ludwig versus Ranboo, and Slimecicle versus Valkyrae. It's important to note that similar to the Nuzlocke portion of the event, that coaches can't help during battle. They can only help between them. And Fuslie is one of those players that prepped and practiced a lot. Fuslie and Flygon started early, and Fuslie clearly had some of the least Pokemon knowledge going into this event. While not having to grind for levels may make it seem easy, she quickly learned how the other rules of hardcore Nuzlocke force the player to learn strategy, type matchups, status conditions, held items, smart AI probabilities, and more to make it through. Flygon, her coach, was super enthusiastic, and they matched each other's energy to learn and teach. In the end, Leslie learns the power of some of the most cracked moves in Nuzlocking, Spore and Quiver Dance, as well as healing moves like Draining Kiss. She learns to pilot that strategy to clear the Elite Four, but it's not a strategy that'll carry over into VGC, which is double battles. So she's gonna have to learn how to pilot the rest of her team that didn't get as much screen time in the Nuzlocke for the VGC tournament. The star Pokemon of Fuslie's team is a Bronzong with the move Follow Me, and the rest of her Pokemon are centered around strategies with it. Follow Me is an elite support move that redirects attacks to hit Bronzong instead of your allied Pokemon. It's also a priority move. Typically, the Pokemon with the highest speed stat moves first, but priority moves take priority and go first regardless of Pokemon's speed. So a slower high defense Pokemon can still use Follow Me to take attacks from faster offensive opponents. Bronzong has a Citrus Berry to heal, and that, combined with its randomized ability Harvest, gives it a 50% chance to regain the already eaten berry at the end of each turn. By being able to draw attacks and possibly heal in the same turn, it's hard to get off the field and provides a good cover for a variety of offensive options on her team. One Pokemon she can have out with it is her Kingdra. Its Intrepid Sword ability gives it an instant boost of attack when it enters the field for the first time. Bronzong can use Follow Me to redirect attacks to itself, while Kingdra can fire off powerful attacks to the opponent without fear of dying first. If the Bronzong does go down, Kingdra has the priority protecting move, Detect. Basically, if Fuslie can predict when someone is going to attack Kingdra, she can use Detect to stop it from taking damage that turn. It requires her to predict her opponent's move, but if she gets it right, she can basically nullify their turn. Protect moves are incredibly good in the VGC format, and not many contestants found them during the Nuzlocke. Similarly, Bronzong can pair with Choice Band Hippowdon or her powerful Dragonite to block while they deal big damage. Fuslie's Lucario has the move Tailwind, which is an incredibly powerful move in Pokemon competitions. It doubles your entire team's speed for 4 turns, which, barring any priority moves, basically ensures that you'll move before your opponent does. What's a better defense than making sure your opponents faint before they can move? Last, but definitely the least, there's a beastly Azumarill I showed a little bit earlier. This Pokemon is the consequence of the Nuzlocke Invitational format. It absolutely carried her for the first part of the event, but almost has no value in the tournament itself. It's a Pokemon included to make sure she made it to the player versus player portion. Overall, it's a well-rounded team with a ton of different options. The key for Fuslie is to take these building blocks, combine it with practice, and then execute when the lights are bright. Now, before we go any further, there's one thing that I need to drill into your mind before the rest of this video. Never underestimate Fuslie. I get it. It'd probably be really easy to, since she has a history of panicking under pressure, and she has very, very little competitive knowledge going into this. But nobody has spent as much time and energy preparing for this event as her. She started the first week of the Nuzlocke Invitational. She was watching other competitors' streams, not just their runs, but their training sessions too. She was even watching past pro matches on YouTube. She hit up other coaches for mock battles and reached out to other professional VGC players like Wolfie VGC for advice. To put it plainly, she gets it. She gets why so many people spend time calcing and strategizing and practicing. And by the time this video comes out, Foosly will actually have competed in her first official Pokemon VGC tournament in the Las Vegas Regional. She means business. Now, I would have never asked for someone to put this amount of time into the event as she did, but she did, and she had a lot of fun doing it. And seeing Flygon and his community have so much fun watching her learn about Pokemon, it's more than I could have ever asked for hosting an event like this. And then there's Connor and Steph and Sunny.
Where's Steve and Sunny? Potentially dead in Miami. Bye hi, Steve and Sunny.
Yeah, their run went a little bit different.
You guys have showers in Australia?
We do.
Hell yeah. Dude, you guys are just like us. What's crazy?
But despite their differences, Connor was able to finish a run. He actually had the most amount of resets out of any competitor. And there are no hard feelings about that.
Thanks, PointCrow. PointCrow, that was a funny idea. Good script, dude. You made me lose like all of my cool Pokemon besides one.
Don't worry, we're gonna get some new Pokemon.
Buddy.
Fuck you, PointCrow.
That was funny. You got us.
So now let's get to what his team looks like. Connor's team revolves around two powerful Pokemon, a choice-banded Slacking and a choice-banded Metagross. These two Pokemon are capable of outputting incredible amounts of damage per turn, particularly the Slacking. It has 670 stat points, which is more than most legendary Pokemon. Ordinarily, it would be a pretty terrible Pokemon to bring to a tournament because of its ability, Truant, making it only move every other turn. But remember, all abilities in this were randomized, so Slacking can have any ability. In Connor's case, it has Volt Absorb, making it completely immune to electric-type moves. With even an ability that does nothing in combat, Slacking is literally the best Pokemon in the tournament. And holding a Choice Band, which increases its attack stat, you need to be careful dealing with it. For support, Connor has an extremely fast Dragapult with Tailwind. Because it's so fast, his team will always go first against Foosly. His second support Pokemon is a Melodic that has Rage Powder, functionally a similar move to Follow Me, and Roost, which heals 50% of its HP. These pairings create very straightforward strategies like using Tailwind in attack or Rage Powder in attack. Last but not least, the team is rounded off by a Choice Scarf Prelude. Honestly, it's not much to write home about. While they got lucky with good Pokemon, they got slightly unlucky with the moves those Pokemon had access to. A lot of the movesets have some good ideas, but aren't completely optimized. The Dragapult, for instance, is running a weird bug-type move, Attack Order. Not because it wants to, but because there were no other options. Shadow Force on it is also strong, but you'd rather have a move that takes one turn to do damage, not two. However, there's an even more fundamental problem with this team. It's a double-edged sword. 3 of the 6 Pokemon have choice items, which means in return for an attack boost, they can only use 1 out of their 4 moves in battle. That creates a lot of liability. If you lock into the wrong move, you can get severely punished for it. The Humble Slacking is a monster, but it means nothing if it's locked into a normal type move and the opponent has a ghost type. Connor's team definitely has the potential for a high peak, but it can equally end in disaster.
Let's get into our first match, and let's see Foosly and Flygon HG. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're so excited.
Maybe some of the best chemistry that we've seen in the tournament so far.
And Foosly has been practicing. She was practicing in the hotel lobby today.
Absolutely. Yeah, I saw them both. I actually ran into them at breakfast.
Yeah, and then we also have Connor Eats Pants and Steph and Sunny. Connor, famously known for having Fortnite Friday with George Santos and the Rizzler. Look at that guy.
Stephen Sunny's claim to fame as the best desk smacker on Twitch. The slams that he's delivered to his desks have been legendary.
And look at these guys. You'd think they'd be professional streamers by now, but they don't know how to take stage direction.
Foosly leads with the classic combo of Bronzong and Kingdra. Meanwhile, Connor leads with Dragapult and Melodic.
Ooh. So we see the redirection Rage Powder from the Milotic here.
And we have a Follow Me from the Bronzong. Both of them using redirection moves here.
And Dragapult actually just going to set up the Tailwind for Connor. So he's just taking a turn to set up. And we see the Dragon Darts now going into the Milotic from the Rage Powder.
Connor's idea is to break through Bronzong as soon as possible. Once he does that, then he no longer has to worry about Follow Me and can freely attack with Pokemon like Slacking and Metagross. Foosly's idea is to spam powerful attacks first with Bronzong support. And then, when Bronzong inevitably goes down, she hopes to close it out by tanking hits through sheer bulk.
We see Moongeist Beam on this Lucario to hit Dragapults, which there were a lot of in this tournament.
Shadow Force from the Dragapult. I mean, that is the good move to go here.
And we see actually just a snipe shot coming in, just for a little bit of extra damage. The Moongeist Beam is going to miss the Shadow Forcing Dragapult.
And that was a good play from Connor.
And we see more Dragon. This Dragon Darts is actually finally going to kill the Milotic. So 1-for-1 on the kills now. We see a 3v3 situation now, but that Shadow Force is still looming. We see now the heavy hitter of Choice Band slacking. And so Shadow Force
this might be a double.
It's going to hit the Kingdra. It's not going to be that much damage though. Kingdra, pretty bulky Pokemon. It actually is going to be Lucario faster than slacking.
Wow.
That's a lot of damage, but it's such a bulky Pokemon. We see the double into the Kingdra, which is now going to go down. And we saw the Lucario being faster than the slacking, so guaranteed kill on that slacking for her the next turn. Dragapult vanishing for the Shadow Force again. Final Pokemon out here for Connor is going to be the Metagross. Yeah, that's going to be hard for Freezai to break.
No idea how she's going to do this.
It actually fully walls this Dragonite set.
They both bring it to an extremely tense 2v2 scenario, with the timer running low and complicated decisions to be made.
We see the panic. We have the move timer going down.
Move timer going down
5
for Freezai.
seconds.
I think I just saw her extreme speed into the ghost type that has vanished.
I
don't really know what that was.
Oh, that was such a
Shadow
bad
Force
move.
It actually targeted the Dragonite though. It's a crit.
Really?
It's a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
But Lucario's untouched. Moongeist Beam being targeted now. It's going to go into the Metagross. Is that going to kill Expert Bell? Extra damage? No, it is not.
Oh my god. Oh, if she just did that extreme
and
speed,
Psychic
not
Fangs
onto it.
with the crit from the Shadow Force.
That was one of her weaknesses. Her ability to perform under a pivotal decision.
We see the Shadow Force coming out again, and the question is this Shadow Force going to kill her or not?
Live that, you idiot!
She does not live it!
No, and Fusli takes the loss.
A 1-0, extremely close first game advantage.
Despite all of her preparation, she still has the tendency to panic when she's stressed.
If she didn't misplay that one turn, she might have picked up the win.
But Flygon HG yells from the crowd for her to lock in and focus, and she gains her resolve again.
Deep breaths, deep breaths. You're doing good, you're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great, sweetie. If supporting your player is illegal, lock me up.
One more loss against Connor, and she'd be the first one in the loser's bracket, with a much more difficult path towards victory. In game 2, Connor goes for different leading Pokemon, this time utilizing his Breloom. And again, he targets Fusli's Bronzong. Unfortunately, Connor has created a liability with that maneuver. Breloom is now choice locked into a weaker attacking move, Wicked Blow, and Fusli can take advantage of that with her resistant Lucario. Fusli leverages this momentum to get knockouts and a tailwind up. She uses her strong attackers to break through with speed support and correctly plays against Connor's Shadow Force Dragapult. With that correction, it's now 1-1.
The difference in Fusli's demeanor between game 1 and game 2. Yeah.
Oh, and then also look
at that elation.
Yeah, she's not even looking through her notes as much.
There's something to be said about mental here too, because that blunder in the first game, that's a lot to throw a lot of competitors completely out and just completely tilt them, but she held on strong.
Game 3 starts similarly, with both players needing this win to move on.
We're probably going to see a very similar opening to game 1 here. We see the Rage Powder from Melodic for the redirect. We see the Follow Me from the Bronzong.
If it worked well for Connor the first time, let's see how it works for the third.
Yeah, it's basically going to be a repeat of game 1. Actually, just
literally
exact
bar
move
for bar,
move.
the exact same.
Because of this Tailwind, the Melodic is really fast now and is able to roost and stall out any damage that we receive before it gets hit.
Wow, she is running down that move timer.
Yep. I hope she doesn't panic select a move again. She's extremely indecisive right now. Targeting on this. Shadow Force is going to come out. This, I hate to break it to Fusli, but I think she might be getting the Fell for It Again award of the tournament by targeting that Shadow Force Pokemon again.
The face of the tournament.
Right.
Wow, and somehow we didn't expect this whatsoever. Pollen Puff.
But it is into the Melodic. That's not going to do enough damage,
did not pick up the kill, though. That's unfortunate.
And this is what I mean. With the Roost healing it back up to full HP, it's so bulky, and the Shadow Force making it vanish, meaning that Melodic is the only thing that's being targeted. This is actually a pretty good line Connor figured out here for his openings. Yeah, the Shadow Force is slow, but the Melodic can stall forever.
Oh, picks up the one-hit KO on the Bronzong. Melodic's going down, but it's already put in so much work for Connor.
Okay, we got the Slacking coming out now, threatening
and we got
so much
Boomy
damage.
Out.
And we saw that Slacking can basically just kill the Dragonite.
Now that Connor has Slacking out and also threatening both of Fusli's Dragon types with his own Dragapult, and Fusli doesn't even have Tailwind, she's in a really bad spot.
So something worth noting here, the Kingdra does have Detect. Detect and Protect are very, very rare in this tournament because it's based on the randomizer movesets. It was just hard to get those moves. And it is a very powerful move. You're blocking those Clanging Scales. It's a multi-hit move, though,
that
so
was
Dragonite
pretty
is going to
good.
be hit.
Great play.
Right.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, foul play
the
has to
foul play into
protect.
the detect. Oh, that was such a good
no.
read. She
This
needed
is
that to stay in. And then
This is
on to the
such a
Dragon
massive
Bolt.
tempo advantage for
Oh my
Freezai.
God, what a read from Fuslie. What a read.
Connor hitting into that detect is
Oh
crazy.
my God. I can't believe we just saw that.
That was on the last turn of Tailwind too.
We're seeing a Cinderella story.
And we immediately see the high-risk nature of Connor's team. Two of his Pokemon are locked into resistant attacks versus Lucario, and they're not going to do much damage. Connor is in a weird spot, and Fuslie takes full advantage of this to complete the comeback victory.
Yeah,
Fuslie
there it
with a
is.
crazy comeback
and Fuslie
after a massive
picks
blunder in
up
game
that
one.
set. Fuslie, the first winner of the tournament. That means Connor goes to the losers bracket. Oh, and we get the hug from Flygon.
Really nice.
So proud of her.
Really nice.
Fuslie's team is looking like a serious champion contender, but her number one enemy is herself. The moments are only going to get bigger than the round one match, and she plays phenomenally when she's focused. But can she keep that up when the stress is higher? If she can, she and Flygon might win the whole thing. Let's move to round two. We have Chris Melberger and Alana Pierce. Chris and Moxie were the only other early starters aside from Fuslie and Flygon, and won on their first attempt.
Dude, Chris, we did it, man.
No
Good job.
way, dude.
Holy shit.
Let's go.
Dude, I'm
First
so proud of
try.
The embodiment of slow and steady, the gang guys ripped backs and took names for a clean W and an even greater W friendship.
You guys may remember when he told a story a few weeks ago about he had owned 2 Japanese Lugias. I think he lost them in a move. I did manage to get you a CGC 9 Lugia with an incredible
No
swirl.
shot. I'm
That's
getting
my
choked
thanks
up, man.
for believing in me and helping me out with this, man. Seriously.
Like the sentimental value, like the fact that you remembered the story I told. Chris, thank you so much, man. Seriously,
course.
that means a lot.
Chris and Moxie created an interesting team of Pokemon. It's rather unpredictable, but in a good way. Chris finished his Nuzlocke first, so he wasn't building against anything in particular, and instead got a well-rounded team with a variety of strategies it can utilize. One idea is the Rain archetype. Chris's Feraligatr has the ability Drizzle, which automatically changes the weather to rain, boosting water type attacks by 50%. He also has an Inteleon with the Psychic Surge ability, which sets down psychic terrain, boosting psychic type damage and protecting Pokemon from being hit by priority moves. This means Inteleon can fire off fast, powerful rain boosted steam eruptions without the fear of being hit by an opposing priority move first. There's also the combo of tanky Citrus Berry Slowbro with Follow Me, and powerful attackers like Life Orb Dragapult and Choice Banded Mamoswine. We've gone over choice items in the previous match, and Life Orb is similar in that it increases your Pokemon's attack, but only by 30%. And you lose 10% of your own HP every turn. But unlike choice items, you're not locked into a single move. To round off the team, Chris got extremely lucky during his Nuzlocke and encountered a Mew. With its moveset of Psy Strike to deal damage, Recover to heal, and Nuzzle for control with a guaranteed paralysis while still dealing damage, it's an effective Pokemon to glue the whole team together. There are so many good options that it's hard to prepare for all the strategies Chris could go for. If you go all in on defending the Rain matchup, you might just lose to a Slowbro and Mamoswine Barrage. On the other side, we have Alana, who had the exact opposite experience as Chris.
Gives a perish count on contact? Excuse me? I'm absolutely going to forget at some point. Why is my team so suicidal? You guys, stop. It'll be fine.
She was paired with China's #1 Nuzlocker, Luke Forever, who unfortunately couldn't make it to the in-person invitational tournament because of visa issues. This was a common theme amongst the pair, as their playthrough was marred with time zone differences and technical issues.
Wait, your mic is howling. I don't know why.
Let's call him on my phone. Hello? All right, they said it works. That's what I gotta do.
However, Alana was able to pull through with quite a lot of research on her own, and extensive notes left by Luke to help out wherever she needed it.
All of these say swap. All of my notes say Bobson, Spore, Volt Switch. Diorel says one shot or get out. Westry says no retreat and then swap. Smorin says attack with Dragon Ascent and then swap. Everything says get it out of there.
Out of all of the players in coach pairs, Alana was the one that ended up playing the most solo, putting her at a major disadvantage compared to her opponents. Her team reflects this playstyle too. It's a one-trick pony, except that pony has a jet engine. She has an utterly ridiculous combo in Spore, Electrode, and Choice Specs Deoxys attack. Yeah, one of her legendary encounters during the Nuzlocke ended up being the highest damage dealing Pokemon in the entire game. It hits like a truck, but in exchange has bones made of glass and basically dies if you look at it the wrong way. The Electrode is dangerous because of its incredibly high speed and one of the most broken moves in the entire game. Spore. Spore is a 100% accurate status move that always puts an opponent's Pokemon to sleep. Most comparable moves don't even crest 70% accuracy, and Spore is typically only available to slow Pokemon. The rest of the team is admittedly a little weak. There's a Slowbro, a Chandelure, a Corviknight, and even a Wigglytuff. But the crux of Alana's strategy is that Electro Deoxys combo. She's always going to try to smash you with them. And if you're unprepared, she'll sweep the game easily. The issue is, if you know she's always going to be relying on them, you can find ways to stop it. This is where Alana and Luke throw the rules out the window and bet on something that not many teams were confident enough to include in their lineup. Luck. Alana is using some luck-based items that can turn the tide in tough matchups. The Slowbro has a Quick Claw item, letting it move first 10% of the time. The Electrode and Chandelure have Bright Powders, giving the opposing Pokemon a 10% chance to miss, even with 100% accurate moves. Over the course of a tournament, these can swing matches. Imagine thinking you're finally done with Electrode, but it dodges your killing blow. This is a team that can peak very, very high, but it's extremely fragile. If the Deoxys strategy gets stopped, the options left are very limited. Alana came to gamble, and she'll need to get the jackpot to make it out. The match starts with a classic strategy. Chris leads with Follow Me Slowbro and Choice Banded Mamoswine. Alana with Electrode and her own Slowbro. Alana navigates it by sacrificing Electrode to spore the Slowbro.
Trying to hit both of them. That actually just kills the Electrode.
Wow!
There is that Deoxys that everyone is so afraid of in this tournament. No Follow Me possible from the Slowbro because it will guaranteed sleep this turn. Photon Geyser coming out, this is going to do so much.
She then blows things up with Deoxys, now that she's incapacitated his damage redirector, and sweeps up the game from there. Just complete destruction.
That is the quickest match we've had yet. I think that was around like 5 minutes.
In game 2, it's a similar pattern to before.
Spore
We got
into
the Spore on the Slowbro. This is just the repeat.
With Chris using Focus Sash and Teleon to survive a one-hit KO, and trading with Alana's Deoxys. This is a key move that debilitates Alana's strategy. It creates a tense 2v2 scenario, and the game is on a knife's edge.
Here's the Corviknight from Alana. I love this Pokemon. I love this bring from her. Very defensive, a lot of tools on this thing.
Yeah, it has a Lunge, Recover, Glare, Dragon Ascent. Quick Claw Brock!
This might be game winning.
This is a 10% chance. This team is all about luck.
I think this wins Alana the game.
Quick Claw Slowbro ices the game, and Alana goes on to win the fastest matches of the entire tournament. It's a risky play and a risky strategy, but when it pops off, there's truly not much you can do to stop her. Extremely well played, and she knew what to do in her matchup. With that, she sets herself up as the dark horse of the tournament. Her team has an incredible power, and with a sprinkle of luck, she can push that peak higher than most players can. Chris is relegated to the losers bracket though, where he'll be facing off against Connor Eats Pants. This brings us to our third match, Ludwig versus Rambo. Of the 8 players, Ludwig had the most Nuzlocke experience going into the event, and being the strong personality that he is, decided he didn't really need a coach. And he wasn't wrong, but also...
Oh my god, coach is gonna be so mad at me.
And then Ray beat her Elite Four and champion. The team she locked in changed the energy of the entire event. And Ludwig knew that if he wanted a chance at winning the tournament, his current box wouldn't cut it. So even though he probably could have won the Nuzlocke, he started over with the mission of finding a team that could beat Ray's. In the end, Ludwig's luck still wasn't as good as Ray's, so he had to bring a maximized VGC team into his final Nuzlocke fights. It was an uphill battle and very risky, but it would give him the best shot at beating Ray in the tournament.
The only win con is if he uses Hydro Pump, it misses, I Heat Wave, it hits, and it kills him in one shot. If that doesn't happen, I lost and we have to do a fucking loner team, and this tournament's chopped. GG, bro. Wait. Yes! Let's go! How didn't that kill? Oh my god, let's go!
So, barely making it in, he managed to bring one of the most devastating teams to the tournament. His star Pokemon is a Primarina. It knows the move Trick Room, which is the exact opposite of Tailwind. Rather than make all your Pokemon faster, when Trick Room is used, it twists the dimensions and makes the slowest Pokemon on the field move first. No other team in the entire tournament had this move, and if used right, it could win Ludwig games on the spot. Primarina also has the ability Grim Neigh, which boosts its special attack whenever it gets a kill. He can get total speed control and overpower his enemies in a single turn. With Ludwig's Rhyperior, who is slow and tanky, in Chandelure, who's holding the room service item, which makes it slower, he has a formidable Trick Room core as well. Anchored by this Trick Room is a combination of his other 2 Pokemon, Darkrai and Dragonite. Ludwig's Dragonite, interestingly, has the ability which sets electric terrain, making all his Pokemon immune to sleep, and thus shutting down anyone that tries to use Spore on him, which is half the competition. His Darkrai has the ability Dry Skin, which not only makes it immune to water-type moves, but also heals itself in the rain. If you're scared of hearing about this Darkrai, imagine Chris Melberger, who has a Rain archetype on his team. It just hard counters it. These 2 powerful high-stat Pokemon are very consistent and offer a counterbalance that prevents the opponent from going all in on stopping Trick Room. Finally, the Pokemon that brings his set all together, Altaria. It's a faster than average Pokemon, but also one of the best supporting Pokemon in the entire tournament. It has 3 moves that make it key. Follow Me, the redirecting move, Wide Guard, which protects the user's team from all multi-hit target moves like Surf and Earthquake, and Fake Out, a high priority move that will always go first and prevents the Pokemon it hits from moving that turn. I say high priority because, well, some priority moves are higher priority than others, and Fake Out is the highest. This means that even if you use Follow Me, you'll still get hit by a Fake Out first. Fake Out's condition is that it can only be used on the first turn the Pokemon is out on the field though. All of these combined make Altaria the glue to Ludwig's team and complicate the decisions his opponent Ranbu would have to make. Ranbu was a curious player during the Nuzlocke portion of the event, paired with one of the riskiest and craziest Nuzlockers to exist, Wacko. Most commonly known for playing one of the hardest Pokemon challenges to ever exist, Run and Bun, by relying on heavily random strats, Wacko's playstyle left a lasting impression on Ranbu.
I feel like I made this more stressful. People were pointing out you definitely played a little like me, and I feel like I'm responsible for that. So I'm sorry. That's my bad. Oops. But you played awesome. It was great.
They were a perfect pair, running their challenge fast and loose in the only way they knew how. And it got us some crazy clips like this.
And now for everyone's least favorite puzzle in the history of the Pokemon franchise.
You gotta talk to one trash can and try to find a button, and then in an adjacent, oh, you found one. And then in an adjacent one, there's gonna be another button, but you don't know which adjacent one. You just have to pick one.
It's gonna be this one.
Are you kidding me? This is the stupidest. That was so
am I
stupid.
good? Am I done?
I just talked up. Yeah, you did it. It's
okay,
over.
cool.
No, that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
And Ranbu's luck didn't just stop there.
Metronome.
Oh, that's funny. You want content? Go into the grass and use
what?
it.
Wait, and use metronome right now?
Yes.
What if it's just a self-destruct?
Look, I'm not God, okay? I can't call these things.
Oh God, it's a baby. Oh no. Metronome. There's no way! You've gotta be kidding me! What the fuck?
Clearly, Ranbu and Wacko had the most vibes of the tournament, and their team reflected it. There's a choice band of Gliscor. Gliscor is usually a defensive Pokemon, so an attacking item is weird here. There's a Lapras with an item that just poisons itself, because Toxic Boost gives it a 50% attack boost when poisoned. There's a utility legendary Pokemon, Uxie, who can help boost teammates' stats with moves like Helping Hand and Decorate. And there's some strange hitters with an Alolan Muck that knows Gunk Shot and a Blastoise with the ability Sheer Force. Gunk Shot is just a powerful damaging move, and the Sheer Force ability adds 30% to your attack, but removes secondary effects of moves. The team is rounded out by a Dragapult with Fake Out, whose speed can act as disruption. It's eclectic, it's weird, it works. It's the perfect descriptor of the pairing. These are Pokemon you wouldn't normally see in tournament play, but their strategies are weird and they're definitely unique. But no matter how you cut it, they're still going to have to beat the #2 player in the tournament, Ludwig.
We see the opening here, very interesting. The Lapras on Ranbu's team. I don't know what this Pokemon is doing in this tournament. It is a Toxic Boost, Toxic Orb Lapras with mirror coat. Yeah, Dark Pulse into the Lapras here. Earthquake from the Gliscor. Hitting both sides. And the Channeler is just dead.
Wow.
It hits the Lapras as well, but...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's... Wow, that was actually not a bad move.
So this is a crazy strategy from Ranbu that they pull here. They attack their own Pokemon with Earthquake to get a double knockout on Ludwig. With that key advantage, Ranbu can leverage the 4-2 Pokemon lead, play it even riskier, and nab a pretty comfortable Game 1 upset victory. What's illustrative about that Game 1 is that Ranbu and Wacko, despite their crazy strategies, have prepared. You need to have some serious confidence to attack your own Pokemon and recognize that it won't kill. Meanwhile, Ludwig is showing up to school here and realizing that everyone did their homework except him.
We have the
leads
same
from
for Ranbu
Ranbu
and different.
From Arena. Okay, the Altaria.
Okay.
This is what I was expecting from Ludwig for the lead. He's got the Wide Guard here, notably. So Wide Guard blocks spread damage moves. So that would include the Glacial Lance from the Lapras. I believe that would include the Earthquake as well,
That's
right?
correct. And after the double spread lead last time, this is the perfect answer to that.
Exactly.
Expecting that again.
The question is, I think I just saw him click Fake Out.
Yeah, there's the Fake Out
There's
coming
the
out.
Fake Out. It is the Glacial Lance. That's just going to kill the Altaria outright.
Altaria does not survive this whatsoever.
So no Wide Guard seen here. That would have blocked it. I believe Primarina is going to set up the Trick Room here, and I think that position is still going to be really good for Ludwig.
Yeah, there it is. There's our Trick Room.
This Chandelure has Room Service, which procs in Trick Room and lowers your speed. This means now, very importantly for these speed tiers, that the Chandelure is faster in the Trick Room than the Primarina and can click Decorate on the Primarina to give it +2 special attack. I think we might actually just see a sweep from Ludwig here. If the Primarina does get the kill here, that does mean it gets the Grimnay boost, so it'll have that special attack boost anyway. Like, watch this, the score is
There it
gonna
is,
fall.
and it gets the Grimnay boost, has a plus special attack.
Identifying that position. Oh, he's changing his moves last second.
He changed his move.
Origin Pulse coming out now. The Chandelure is gonna fall. Primarina's still very healthy though, but now he's getting punished for doing that last second decision of not going for the Decorate because the Chandelure is down now. It didn't do any damage, and Primarina missed out on that really crucial +2 special attack. The damage from the Trick Room team is just so much here. The Drag Pulse can't do anything.
Yeah, and then that Lapras goes down too by its own poison.
Like, yeah, the Origin Pulse is gonna take out the Rhyperior, but no Muck?
Ranbu decided to leave it behind.
Oh wait, there's a last Pokemon
there was
in the
one
back.
last
I thought it was dead.
Oh!
That explains a lot,
wait
actually.
a second.
Hold on. Ranbu wins.
Wait, this could be it. This could be in the win. What?
Actually, this is +3. I think the Muck's just dead, right? This is like +3 special attack. Yeah, it's just
Ludwig just managed to eke out a victory in Game 2, and we go to a Game 3. In Game 3, Ludwig does something wholly advanced, showing that, despite not practicing, he truly did know his way around Pokemon battles. He makes a clever play to use Altaria as an offensive Pokemon, not the support its moveset would make you believe it was. He does this so he can switch out his strongest Pokemon to protect it and reposition to a more favorable matchup against Ranbu.
Extremely interesting move. Fake out into the switching Pokemon doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That was a good read. And gets hit by the Rocky Helmet there. Draco Meteor right
this
into
is actually a really good play by Ludwig.
Oh, and this is how you pilot this team. That's what you want to see from Ludwig.
And we're going to see probably a Gunk Shot into the Rhyperior now, not expecting to switch at all, and it's even just going to miss.
And it missed. Oh, no.
He needs to preserve this Muck for the Primarina. It's his only counter for it. But like at the same time, how are you going to remove the Rhyperior? We see the Lapras coming out again. Altaria with the Follow Me, but that is not going to redirect the Origin Pulse. Sucker Punch does go into the Altaria, but it fails obviously because it's not an attacking move. Are we going to see? It is going to be the Origin Pulse, so...
Oh.
Wait.
And we got an avoid from the Altaria.
That's actually huge. This Altaria has avoided 2 attacks now.
Dude,
3
nothing can hit
Sucker
it.
Punch.
It's dodging everything that's ever existed. We got the Follow Me out from the Altaria. Dude, it has lived just so many hits here just to do that with the Gunk Shot. Actually gets the hit, doesn't kill.
Survive too, yeah. Gets
the
poison.
But gets the poison.
Glacial Lance now. That is going to kill the Altaria. So Primarina is no longer safe from the Gunk Shots from Muck, but I believe he's going to set up Trick Room here.
There it is. Trick Room's out.
I think the play is you decorate because if you boost the Primarina special attack enough,
he's learning.
It'll kill in one shot. Yeah, exactly, and deny the cheek pouch.
Here we go. We'll get the Decorate off first. Thanks for that room service. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
And that Muck is gone. Oh. Ooh. Listen, this is why that Lapras is so risky because, well, even though that he picked up that kill there, Lapras is going to die.
Is it just going to die to the toxic?
Yeah, it's going to die to its own toxic.
It's a proof of concept here. Versus Ranbu, Ludwig was able to adapt on the fly and come up with some impressive ideas. Initially, he was thrown off guard, but he learned quickly. The question is whether or not he can do it against other players in the later rounds of the tournament. He's currently on a collision course with Ray. the player he built his team around. But can he prepare for Alana's randomness? He doesn't have binders of practice games like Fuslie. If he's supposed to be the second favorite, he really needs to lock in. And speaking of Ray, she was up. She was here to prove why she was the favorite and leave. I mentioned it before, but Valkyrie's luck was genuinely absurd, and she didn't take it for granted. Her coach Kaya is one of the most diabolical, cold and calculating Pokemon Nuzlockers to grace Twitch and YouTube. There is no task too small, nor challenge too great for her to conquer. Quite literally, one of the most prepared people in this tournament, Kaya sat down Valkyrie in front of several thousand viewers and took her to a Pokemon college lecture about how to play. So once Valkyrie realized that her coach was as insanely dedicated as her, they spent the entire week before the tournament practicing how to make the most of the luck she got. Let's finally go over this disgusting set of a team. First of all, she has a choice banded slacking with extreme speed. This 670 base stat total beast got the ability Aftermath, which damages 25% of the opponent's HP when slacking dies to a contact move. Extreme Speed is a +2 priority move that has the same type attack bonus with slacking on top of its choice band. This, by far, is the #1 most powerful Pokemon in the entire tournament. Second, she has a Raikou. Yes, the legendary Pokemon Raikou, with the move Spore. As we learned from Alana, Spore on a fast Pokemon basically guarantees putting one opposing Pokemon to sleep, and its legendary stats means it's hard to take out. This Raikou also has 2 electric type moves, one powerful attack and one that hits both her opponent's Pokemon and lowers their speed. This Spore Raikou is the second best Pokemon in the entire tournament, right after her own slacking. And it doesn't end there. She has a Dragapult with the move Astral Barrage, a high damaging move that hits both Pokemon on the opposing side of the field. It also has the ability As One, which is Calyrex Shadow's ability. Do you remember Grimnay on Ludwig's Primarina, where it gets a special attack boost every time it gets a kill? Well, as insane as it sounds, the As One ability is actually 2 abilities in one, both Grimnay and Unnerve. The Unnerve ability means opposing Pokemon can't use berry items, meaning most of those tanks can no longer heal. It's fast, it's strong, its attacks hit both Pokemon, and it gains special attack on each knockout. This Dragapult is the spitting image of the legendary Calyrex Shadow, one of the most dominant Pokemon in the entire history of the game. This team has already 3 Pokemon that would be any other team's star Pokemon, and it still does not end there. There's also a 4th star Pokemon, Fake Out, Follow Me, Milotic with Water Absorb. It can shut things down with Fake Out, tank with Follow Me, and if it's hit by a water move, it heals. The held item Safety Goggles also means it can't be put to sleep by Spore. I'm not even done yet. There's also a Tyranitar with the powerful Diamond Storm move, Wicked Blow, which always critically hits no matter what, and Fake Out 2. That's another elite Fake Out Pokemon on the roster, meaning if Ray wants, she can swap between Milotic and Tyranitar to keep using Fake Outs. And when Tyranitar is out, its ability Battery will increase the damage power of any special attacks her other Pokemon uses. And it's rounded out by a Shell Smash, Focus Sash, Gardevoir, who's the team's worst Pokemon by just default. It synergizes well with others via Surf hitting both opponents while healing Milotic or activating Raikou's Steam Engine. But frankly, there aren't many cases he's getting picked out over these teammates. This is an all-star team with 4 or 5 Pokemon that would literally be the best Pokemon on any other team. When Pichao and I looked at this, we didn't know what to say. So I couldn't imagine what was running through Slimecicle's mind when he had to stare up at that behemoth of a mountain standing before him. Slimecicle had to have one of the worst Nuzlocke Elite Four performances in Pokemon history. He was not prepared at all for this event.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, fuck it.
That's the museum.
Oh. Guys, he started throwing Pokeballs during the champion fight in the Nuzlocke. While this is an advanced stall strategy that's normally banned in hardcore Nuzlocke challenges, he didn't need to do this. There was no stall. It didn't do anything. He thought it was doing something. It didn't do anything. His playthrough was full of this, and I have no idea how Freezai, his coach, made it through without throwing himself into a Pokeball. Do damage! Brother, do damage! His coach, Freezai, one of the best competitive Pokemon coaches in the entire tournament, messaged in the event server that he literally couldn't get a hold of Slimecicle for practice. There was nothing cooking in this man's brain. What is Mork up? Yes!
Oh, let's go. All right, we got a good one here.
We gotta call him Mork. I started panicking. I don't know what it was about when Work Up came on the screen, if it was just how the pixels were aligned, but 100% I thought it said Mork Up. And I was like, oh, fuck. What is that? He's gonna mork me.
But he did have a crazy confidence about himself. And, well, I cannot believe how he even showed up to the tournament. He showed up wearing a Team Rocket uniform, and he promised not to throw Pokeballs at the other competitors this time. Let him throw one of those things. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh.
That had some power behind it, Slimecicle.
It's very easy for me to say here that Slimecicle was not going to be Valkyrie, especially after that performance we saw in his Nuzlocke. He was here for a good time, not a long one, and it was going to be pretty entertaining. Let me go over his team really quick anyways, and let's see what they cooked. The team starts off with a powerful slacking. Yes, the third and final one of the event. It has the moves Double Edge, Sucker Punch, and Protect. This is a star Pokemon. However, it does have a slightly negative ability in Mimicry, which changes its type according to the terrain it's in. That means when faced off against Chris's Inteleon with the Psychic Surge ability, the slacking would be Psychic type, losing that attack bonus it would have with the move Double Edge. There's also the combination of Earthquake Garchomp and Decorate Staraptor to support it. And importantly, when piloting this team, you want to make sure to use the move Decorate on your own Pokemon, not your opponent's. There's a Metagross with the move Strength Sap, which heals itself by lowering the opponent's attack, and Spiky Shield, another protecting move that can deal some damage if hit. There's a Grimmsnarl with Tailwind and Spore. And last but not least, a Melodic with the move Quiver Dance to raise its own stats. This Melodic in particular had Freezai pulling out his hair during the Nuzlocke portion because Slimecicle forgot it existed. There are some tools here, notably the multiple Pokemon with Protect, but by both Slimecicle and Freezai's own admission, they hadn't practiced at all. And unfortunately for them, they're matched up with Valkyrie for their first match.
All right, let's see it here. It's going to be Garchomp's Staraptor lead versus Milotic and Raikou with so many options.
Classic. Look at this. And it's textbook. It's textbook.
And how does Slimecicle play the game?
Yeah, you
because next turn the Staraptor gets spored.
We hear Slimecicle from the booth here. Oh my God, he's throwing Pokeballs at her
already.
Wow, this
already
is
pulling his last resort.
And he hit! And he hit!
So Valkyrie here executes the Spore, an unnerved strategy, carefully maneuvering Fake Out and Dragapult to put the whole board to sleep. However, if you don't do enough for those free turns, then they wake up eventually.
And there's the second Spore.
Spore's gonna hit the Staraptor.
He cannot play
really
the game.
important. Slimecicle could gain about it, but he's not gonna get it.
This is degenerate. This is the Valkyrie strategy. This is how gross her team is. Slimecicle is not able to play the game.
See the clanging scales.
Oh, that's so much damage. Oh my dear God.
Critical hit on the Garchomp, actually, or on the Staraptor.
Oh,
we see the Thunder hits.
The Thunder hits. The 70% accurate. She rolls it.
And what do you do? How do you play the game?
You cannot. This is the devastating.
We see the wake up. Earthquake's gonna remove the Raikou now.
Oh my
God! That doesn't do anything!
Absolutely, factually nothing here.
Slimecicle gets a 2-turn wake to get some damage, but it still looks pretty hopeless. Super teams are super for a reason, and this is exactly why all the competitors need to fear Ray.
At this point, is there any way that Slimecicle can come back? That is a perfect turn 1, turn 2.
Spiky Shield.
Spiky Shield coming out. He's one of the few competitors with actual protection here. Astro Barrage going to kill that Garchomp here.
This here is actually some clever positioning from Slimecicle by protecting Metagross and sacrificing Garchomp, because it enables a Sucker Puncher to enter the field to take on Dragapult. Sucker Punch is a weird move that his slacking has that will go before and hit the opponent only if that opponent is about to attack you. If used right, you can get knockouts where you otherwise wouldn't.
There's only a couple teams in this tournament that can stop Ray, and I think we actually saw them already.
Sucker Punch does hit the Dragapult. Okay,
we get the Sucker Punch
Demon down.
on the
Demon down. Spore goes on the slacking.
He's saying he does not care because the Diamond Storm goes into the Raikou.
Suddenly, this game turns into a 2v2, where Slimecicle needs to wake up to even have a chance.
Going for the spread.
Oh, he gets to wake up! He gets to wake up! And the double edge!
Does that kill? Does that kill?
He does! Oh my God!
Holy shit!
Recoil taking my side off.
Behemoth
Behemoth bash!
Into the Tyranitar!
It
To pick up the
kills!
win!
And
To pick up
Slimecicle
the
goes
win!
up!
Slimecicle breaks down the villain Valkyrie! No, what is he? Are those his notes? He's just sitting matchup. Every matchup! I knew it all! I knew every lead! All of it! It's all here! Oh.
Oh. Yeah, we got another round.
I know. No, this one I lose. There's no way. Slimecicle beat Valkyrie. He took a game off her. And there's a moment of realization from everyone in the tournament that gods do bleed.
Okay, we're in game 2. So we see Grimmsnarl lead now. Grimmsnarl and Staraptor. There's the fake out.
It's the fake out spore opener. She knows it.
From Valkyrie's perspective, she's hovering Thunder on this now. I wonder if you just switch in the Dragapult to disable the berry and just spore the Staraptor, right?
Okay.
we do see the switch.
She's doing the switch. If this is the
this the
Dragapult, she's
play?
doing the double. There it is. This is the Dragapult. She's got it in. She's reading the Unnerve into the spore with the Staraptor.
Yep.
Staraptor cannot proc Lumberry, so it will be put to sleep.
Yep.
What a textbook play.
Grimmsnarl could wake up this turn.
He is praying for a turn
Not
one
quite,
wake up,
not quite.
which is weird because like you're guaranteed to sleep here. So
No way.
with the
And
dimple!
Tailwind is up.
Slimecicle gets a quick one-turn wake-up and sets Tailwind.
Slimecicle is notoriously one of the people who did not practice very much for this VGC tournament. So everything that you're seeing here is off the dome.
Switch out on the Dragapult, actually. Interesting play. Losing a lot of tempo on that.
And we get to see the Lumberry.
That means
on
that the Lumberry procs now,
the
yeah.
Lumberry! That was such a misplay! Immediate proc from the Lumberry.
Wait a
That
minute.
Staraptor is no longer asleep.
Double edge into the right.
Into
Kill!
with the crit! Oh my god!
The critical hit on Raikou removes the Spore threat. And once again, somehow, some way, he's ahead.
And the play rough, getting over half on that melodic.
No more Spore availability. He got the Lumberry value slacking out for Valkyrie now.
This slacking
The
is out for
extreme
blood.
speed slacking. Fake out chip to guarantee the extreme speed kill. Oh, she actually went into the, okay, no, that makes sense too. She got the chip now. Staraptor's down, and now it's a guaranteed kill on the Grimmsnarl.
Ooh, yeah, it is the Metagross. Which is out the slacking.
Switch out from the slacking.
Dragapult.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess she wanted to do that so she wasn't locked into extreme speed anymore. It swung back to Valkyrie right here. Spiky shield.
Sucker punch
Sucker
goes in.
punch.
Oh!
It kills! And he read the Astral Barrage. He read her like a book.
Origin Pulse, it's just not going to do that much.
Yeah, with the Spiky shield, it
protects.
protects it.
Grimmsnarl is bulky, like,
Yeah, it does not do much. It's
she
a
has
rough
to lock
position.
it into E-speed, right? And then the Metagross just walls it.
Yeah.
I think this is 2-0.
Don't count it out, though. Don't count it out. Slimecicle can misplay.
We see the Diamond Storm.
He's
Does he hit
praying
both?
for that defense boost.
Yeah.
He's praying for the defense boost here.
And the slacking is locked into extreme speed. It's choice, man. She can't switch it back out.
Nah,
Doesn't
didn't
get the defense boost, but
here's the thing. Here's the thing. He can Spiky Shield.
I hate to show genuine emotion without any layers of irony right now, but I have full body goosebumps.
He gets the detect.
No
He does. He double
way.
protect.
Double XP! Extreme speed me! I don't care! Yeah! I'm gonna enjoy it!
He gets the strength sap. Oh no! Oh, this is so mean. He's stalling for time to enjoy the victory.
Look at that damage.
That's crazy.
How demoralizing.
Oh, God. And here's the Behemoth Bash right into the slack off. According to Slimecicle, what he's saying to Valkyrie right now, he's saying he has never won against Valkyrie in Showdown. In every single matchup, he has never won against her except for when it mattered.
I don't know what to say.
I cannot believe what we are watching right now. Valkyrie, the one team everybody was afraid of for this tournament, didn't even only lose, but lost 0-2. I don't even know what to ask.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What are you going through right now?
I mean, I kind of figured I would lose at least a couple rounds. I didn't expect to get 0-2'd. I won against your team a lot in practice, and you played it extremely well. I didn't realize you were an evil person. I learned a lot about you today. I didn't know you were the type, but you honestly, you did so well.
Okay, let me be completely honest. I was performing a psychological operation on everyone here. No one knew I had been practicing. We had been ingraining ideas that I was impossible to reach. We had done all of these things.
Wait. So when you mentioned in the server that Freezai is specifically saying, oh, I couldn't reach Slimecicle, he's never practiced?
You told me this during dinner yesterday that you didn't get any practice in.
Yeah. And
Wait, were you guys using a different website?
We used a different server so we couldn't be tracked.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You are Team Rocket.
We were all shocked. The unstoppable force was stopped and stopped 0-2. She was going to the losers bracket, and any more losses would fully eliminate her from the tournament. All bets are off, and suddenly anyone could actually win this tournament. And that's exactly what Ranboo was going to have to do, because Valkyrae dropping to the losers bracket means that they're the one who's going to have to face her next.
We see the Lapras being brought again. Why, Wacko?
I love the Lapras.
This Lapras is
They
crazy.
Fake out from the Dragapult turn 1 on the Tyranitar here. Astral Barrage being
Galaric
sent.
Shadow at home.
It's so much damage here. The Dragapult is gonna live that.
Oh my god. Well, it has a focus sash.
It's a focus sash. It's a focus sash. Okay.
Astral Barrage is so threatening here too, because he doesn't really have tools to shut it down. You know, there's no wide guard. It's just he just kind of has to eat them. And her team is so much faster too, so whatever's in the back is...
Like, look at that. I mean, yeah, the Lapras is going to survive. We might see another Glacial Lance to actually finish off the Dragapult here, but like, Tyranitar, I think is going to move first here before the Lapras, I believe.
It should be faster.
Yeah.
No chance to abuse the toxicity.
This is one of those moments where it's like, Valkyrae is so powerful.
Ranboo gets blown up by turn 2, losing 4 Pokemon to 0 Pokemon. This highlights what Valkyrae is like at her full potential. Honestly, this match might have been a relief for Valkyrae. That Slimecicle fight really shook her up a bit, but being put down to the losers bracket released all of the pressure to be perfect. Now she can just play her natural game without the weight of expectations. In game 2, Ranboo has a little more fight in them, and they use a clever Earthquake and Wide Guard tactic to break through Valkyrae's Tyranitar. But then, their Pokemon are faced off against Spore Raikou, which just puts everything to sleep. It's not enough to craft a brilliant strategy to take down 1 or 2 Pokemon. You have to take down all of them to get the win. And Valkyrae's hero journey has begun. If she wants to win this tournament, she'll have to climb her way out of the depths of the losers bracket. Not to mention, this is no longer about just winning the tournament for her. It's about getting justice for knocking her down to the losers bracket so early. Meanwhile, unfortunately, Ranboo is out of the tournament, missing out on a game with their rival and friend Slimecicle. They played well, and they were such a joy to have in the tournament, but we have to have losers, and well, it's hard to face off against a full-powered Valkyrae. Meanwhile, in the winners bracket, we have Fuslie versus Alana, each player with 1 win under their belt and looking to continue the streak deeper into the tournament. This is a nightmare matchup for Alana because Fuslie's Bronzong and Dragonite move before her Deoxys, setting up the perfect counter to her star Pokemon.
Very, very interesting opening here because we have the support Bronzong as well for the Follow Me's, right? But like at the end of the day, the Bronzong is going to be put to sleep by the Spore, and we saw another Follow Me opening with another slow Psychic Mon in her first round against Chris. That worked for 1 turn, but then you're just asleep.
There we go. We get the Follow Me in here.
The Surging
Strikes
hits.
into the Electrode.
It's gonna kill.
That is an easy kill. If the Bright Powder did proc, that would have been a masterclass of luck.
The Electrode
for
removed
Alana.
from the field now, but now it's Deoxys time. It's not going to be the Deoxys. It's actually going to be the Corviknight. A little bit of a slower start for Alana this time. Interesting adjustment there.
The glare with
It seems like she also knows the ranges, and she probably knows that Kingdra has a good chance to survive against the Photon Geyser.
Yeah,
would be my guess. Oh, look at how bulky this Corviknight is. Like, sure, Surging Strikes is a powerful move, no question, but you just have so many options with this thing. Like, it's going to do a lot of damage with Dragon's Ascent. It's going to eat its berry, right? Like,
Let's see, we do see the glare going out, and it does hit. Okay, this is her answer in case the Spore user of her Electric goes down. She does have glare. That does ensure that her Kingdra does not go first.
We see the Dragon's Ascent come up. The Dragon's Ascent is going to leave that.
Lives on
Kingdra
5
is
HP.
so bulky.
That Kingdra wants to live.
Surging Strikes comes out. No full para.
Oh, okay.
This is going to kill. He lowered his defenses with Dragon's
Yeah, that's
Ascent.
gonna kill. That's gonna kill. Gonna get the Corviknight.
Oh my God, Fuslie is in such a good position now. The freezing glare. Okay, into the Kingdra here. Is that going to kill? Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
100%.
It's got like
5 HP. Yeah, for sure.
And now the question
Dumbass.
is,
Am I right? Sorry, I'm sorry. How dare? There it is. There's the Deoxys.
the Dragonite has an Assault Vest.
That's true. And Flygon is celebrating.
The extreme speed is going to come into the Deoxys here. I believe this is maybe just going to kill it. The Deoxys is so weak. Yeah, the extreme speed is just going to hit the Deoxys.
And they know it kills. They know it kills.
Bronzong is still asleep, but it's kind of fine. Like, sure, the freezing glare, but you have the Assault Vest. You're going to leave this.
Yeah, and
Look at that damage.
That's totally fine because they're not worried whatsoever. I don't see a way that Alana comes back from this.
Yeah, only just using a damage calculator.
Yeah,
Sure, fuck it, man. Go for
Why
it.
not?
Like,
Go out with a bang.
very decisive game 1. Knew exactly what Alana's plan was. Had a perfect plan against it.
Here's the thing. She's not panicking.
Not at all.
She panics, she loses that match.
Right.
But she's calm and collected.
She knows the line. This is like playing against an NPC in a Nuzlocke. You know what line they're going to go for. You know what you're going to bait with what moves, and you know that you're just going to win with the calcs that you've done.
The same thing happens in game 2. Dragonite removes Deoxys, and Alana loses her key Pokemon in 2 back-to-back victories for Fuslie. She did not lose a single Pokemon this round. For a streamer who so desperately wants to win, and one that put so much effort into making sure her team was polished and that she was familiar enough to pilot it, it shows. Not to mention, she didn't panic. She's a powerhouse when she puts her mind to it. This also highlights the pitfalls of Alana's one-trick pony strategy. When that strategy fights something with an inherent advantage over it, it could get extremely difficult. Considering she's also doing most of this by herself, Luke can only make an appearance through a video call on a tablet. Alana is doing phenomenally with what she's got. In the second match of the winner's bracket, we have Ludwig versus Slimecicle. Ludwig was ranked as the #2 player going into the tournament, but no one has any idea about where Slimecicle truly lies anymore. He came out of nowhere and beat a player most people thought would sweep the tournament. Ludwig has more overall Pokemon experience, but since Slimecicle is literally armed with preparation, does Ludwig have enough to get the win? Ludwig's main strategy for this match is to get Trick Room up, but that may be tough to do at the start of the game, considering Slimecicle's potential starting Pokemon. Instead, Ludwig opts for a lead of Darkrai and Dragonite, 2 powerful Pokemon that can output damage and weaken the team for his Trick Room setting Primarina to come in later.
Oh, we see the taunt on the Grimmsnarl.
Wow, we're going with taunt strats?
Double Edge coming in, but that is a non-stab Double Edge, right?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's not.
You're right,
Yeah,
that's
because
actually
this is electric double edge.
Okay, but play rough,
he
read
called
the
it.
taunt,
He read the
play
taunt.
rough into the Darkrai.
Wow, this is high level gameplay
Yeah.
from some pretty low level players.
Slimecicle is able to break through the front line of Ludwig before Ludwig can do it to him. The win condition that Slimecicle's strategy is now based in is about denying Ludwig access to Trick Room.
Ooh, Breaking Swipe only gonna hit the slacking here, gonna reduce its damage even more. We'll see if he attacks into the Primarina here. It looks like it, yeah, but that attack, it doesn't even 2-hit KO the Prim.
And it's
no
faster,
Trick Room.
so that's really good to get rid of this Grimmsnarl.
Slimecicle indirectly manages to deny Trick Room with his Grimmsnarl. Primarina has to knock out Grimmsnarl instead of using Trick Room. Otherwise, it gets hit with Grimmsnarl's Play Rough attack and may die itself. It's a sticky situation, and you can consider it a check in chess. There's no easy decision here.
So I think we'll see the Trick Room setup here. The switch to Rhyperior is an interesting call.
It could be really easily punished.
Diamond Storm here. That's a pretty good amount of damage on Primarina. It does still have its Citrus Berry,
Yeah,
though.
that's unfortunate as a Citrus Berry.
And I think it survives the Double Edge now after the Breaking Swipe attack drop. It's just not going to kill.
Oh, it does!
It does kill!
It does.
That must have been a roll, 100%.
Dude, it is also thanks to that Silk Scarf.
Okay, Ice Punch now. That does kill, yeah.
That is game.
Dude, Slimecicle making it hard for
Slimecicle,
Ludwig.
it hasn't dropped a game.
And there we go.
All right,
That's
well,
game
that's
one
one.
for
Game
Slimecicle.
one,
That's crazy.
Slimecicle wins.
What a dominant performance by him and Freezai.
Pretty incredible.
I can't believe it.
And that ends up being a pretty dominant Game 1 victory for Slimecicle. He's proven to be more of a force than anyone thought, but losing Game 1 so far has been Ludwig's MO. He's always taken Game 1 to understand his opponent, but then comes back sharper in the other games to get the victory. So let's see how Ludwig adapts to the second game.
Same opening
Right.
from Slimecicle, and we see Darkrai, the same
Just
opening
very
from both
different
players.
views.
Okay,
Wow.
we'll see where the adjustments lie now.
He's making careful switches to reposition and reload. Inherently though, when you're switching your Pokemon out, you're not attacking, and that creates a disadvantage. But his switches are navigating through a tense situation, and he's barely holding on. It just takes one wrong move from Slimecicle, and Ludwig can get back in the lead.
The Chandelure without the Primarina on the field is, I mean, it was a good switch, but at the end of the day, how much tempo did it lose him from the Chandelure
Right.
not being able to do much of anything the next couple turns? There's Primarina coming in.
Yeah.
There's the
Sucker punch. There we go.
Is it a
Sucker
double
punch.
sucker punch?
That was a good read right
It
there. And
is.
the double
It
sucker
is.
punch.
Okay.
Oh, but it was in the other
but it was with the
slot.
switch in.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's
still fine.
that's
still
totally
fine.
fine.
That covered both. That covered both.
Grimmsnarl now out, but he gains a lot of tempo. He's going to go for the Decorate. Yeah, it's still going to be threatening. Like, he can still set up, like,
He's
Trick
10
Room.
seconds. Yeah, he's locked it in.
The Primarina is still really hard to break. Like, there's so few Pokemon in this tournament that can do a
He's doing
lot.
the Trick Room. He went for the Trick
That's
Room.
interesting.
Decorate into Trick Room.
See how much damage that is. That's
Whoa.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Slimecicle thought he had him there with the Origin Pulse, forgot about the Citrus Berry. But still, like, okay, the Trick Room's up now, but it did cost you.
And this is the problem. The Darkrai's in the back, right? So
Yeah.
Darkrai's going last here.
This time, Ludwig is able to get Trick Room up, learning from his mistake in Game 1. Fortunately for Slimecicle though, while he did give up Trick Room, he did not give up any special attack boosts to Primarina's Grim Neigh.
Is a 2v2. He has no Pokemon above half health.
And this Dragapult is, or I mean, this Darkrai is.
It's dead.
Okay, use the Surf here.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
I
Heal.
forgot
about that.
Skin heal.
That is really cool.
I don't know how much. Yeah, but it did save the Darkrai there. It did save the Darkrai.
Look at that.
No,
he forgets.
Origin Pulse heals.
He forgets. And he avoids.
And it avoided. What a terrible.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Wait, Pokemon is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Let's see it.
Oh,
Wow.
And uses Strange Steam.
Strange
Slimesicle
Steam.
picks it up.
Jeez,
And Ludwig's going to
That's
the
amazing.
losers bracket.
No.
That was a really good game.
0-2.
Slimesicle almost choked versus Darkrai's dry skin, but continued his surprise arc of thrashing the top players. He turned himself from a filler character to the primary antagonist, defeating each and every player, dashing their dreams without ever losing a single match. He's turned this entire tournament around to serve himself, all while wearing a Team Rocket outfit. Ludwig showed flashes of brilliance in this matchup, but it wasn't enough to topple Slimesicle's dominance. And just like Valkyrae, he's going to have to fight through the losers bracket now. In the last battle of this round's losers bracket, we have Connor Eats Pants and Chris Melberger. They need these wins to continue on their matches, and the winner of this will be facing off against Ludwig. But that's not what they need to worry about now. Chris Melberger starts off with a new strategy, with a Mew lead, highlighting the strength of the 6 Pokemon he chose and how flexible his strategies can be.
So looking towards this right now, we have Mew out, which is the first time that we're seeing it from Chris Melberger. Mew has a pretty good moveset here. With having Technician as the ability, it's able to power up lesser base power moves. It has Nuzzle, for example, and he's kind of sweeping up with Connor on this first bit here. Dude, this is also super.
I'm really
Whoa.
surprised.
He gets 0 attack onto that. And why would he use Psy Strike on the Metagross? He does have his Dragapult in the back. We're getting the double edge on Mew here. That should do some pretty significant damage. And we got the swap out from Connor. Okay, into his own Dragapult. In the Dynamax cannon. Into the Slack Off. Okay, doesn't do as much damage. And we get the Fusion Flare. Let's see if it picks up another burn. If it does, this Mew isn't as damaging as we thought it might be. And it goes down.
Unfortunately, this new lead is no match for the bludgeoning power of Choice Banded Slacking. It's a high-risk strategy. Slacking is nullified if it attacks into Chris's Dragapult, but Connor is able to smash into the correct targets and steamroll with his onslaught of attacks as he picks up a win in Game 1. In Game 2, Chris mixes it up. Clearly, the Mew strategy wasn't going to work here, and he sends out Slowbro and Mamoswine.
Ooh! The Melodic living on 2 HP.
That's fun.
That was
So
a roll
sad.
to be
That's
sure.
fun for the family.
I can't believe it. With the Slowbro going down too, he loves to lead that Slowbro coat, but it's not really paying off for him here. I have no idea what Chris's plan would be.
Dragapult to finish off my low tick.
The problem is that Connor's Dragapult's way faster. Using Drop Kick to take out the Melodic here, that's fine. The Melodic has done way more than it needed to. And the Seed Bomb going into Mamoswine with the 1-hit kill.
It's looking close. Someone's about to be eliminated here.
It is. And Chris, it's a 2v2 right now.
Yeah.
Chris wasn't looking so hot, but picking up that kill right there does bring it a little bit more even. Ooh.
Takes out the Pult here. Connor
Takes out
with
the
the fastest Dragapult in the tournament.
Yeah, Chris has 1 Pokemon left, and it is that Mew.
this
But
is just
Connor,
gonna be,
you know.
it's the Volt
the
Absorb
Nuzzle! That Slack-Off has
slacking.
Volt Absorb! It's immune to electric type moves, so he can't nuzzle. That attack order gonna sweep up. And Chris Melberger, unfortunately, with that elimination and out of the tournament.
This time, despite the change in strategy, it's a critical victory for Connor, and his dreams stay alive as Chris gets eliminated. Chris honestly had a great run. His Nuzlocke was one of my favorites to watch with my chat, and I personally loved how every single one of his Pokemon that he used in the tournament was one that he used extensively in the Nuzlocke. Phenomenal vibes, and shoutouts to Coat the Mamoswine. You're a real one. Because of the results of all of these matches, the winner's final is now an unexpected collision between Fuslie and Slimesicle, the embodiment of good versus evil, and a clash of personalities. But while they get ready for that, we have the rest of the losers bracket matchups as they look to stave off elimination. First up is Alana versus Valkyrae. Unfortunately for Alana, Deoxys is weak to extreme speed slacking and Valkyrae's beastly Tyranitar. It's a really risky one to use, but she has an out. If you recall, Alana's Electrode and Chandelure are holding the item Bright Powder, which makes any move that targets it have a 10% chance to miss. Alana switches out Deoxys for Chandelure, which dodges the fake out from Tyranitar and then renders Slacking's extreme speed useless.
Shit! Oh my god, she went for the Spore, right?
Yeah,
she went for the Spore. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! And this is why this team is awful to play against.
Enough games that Bright Powder is going to activate eventually. Is she going to swap out to a Pokemon with maybe safety goggles, and will Alana try and predict that, or will she Spore into the Tyranitar?
Yeah.
We are seeing that safety goggles play definitely planned as a way of dealing with fast Spore, which is ridiculous. So we're going to see, okay, it goes into...
I'm glad this guy's coaching me, man.
Right.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that.
That must be a misplay.
And Spored the Tyranitar.
Lana gets lucky and gets a 3-turn sleep on Tyranitar, which buys enough time to go after the other team slot. But by the time that Tyranitar wakes up and removes Deoxys, the dust settles. And Ray still has a Raikou with Spore, who is faster and stronger than everything Alana has.
And this is just the powerful of good Pokemon. Even though you lost 2 to Deoxys, you still have 2 more excellent Pokemon. So you're not even, you're worried, but you still have what it takes.
He got the defense boost from Diamond Storm there. Yeah, goes for the Thunder, gets the 70% Thunder, and takes that match.
That's game 1.
Wow.
In game 2, they both have the same starting idea, but this time there's no Bright Powder dodge, and Tyranitar fakes out Electrode to stop it. Pokesash, Dragapult, Astral Barrage removes Deoxys, and it's a clean win for Valkyrie, 2-0. She moves on, slowly eliminating more and more people from the tournament, clawing her way through the losers bracket to get back on top and get revenge on Slimesicle, living it up in the winner's bracket. Unfortunately for Alana and now Robot Luke, they are eliminated from the tournament. It was such a fun strategy to add randomness to offset mediocre Pokemon and moves, and it was equally fun seeing it almost work to its full potential against Valkyrie. I also want to drive home how impressive it was for Alana to make it this far in the tournament with the hand that she was dealt. Having your coach in person is such an advantage because you're able to communicate just that much better to prepare for each fight, and she didn't have that. Not to mention, she did the hardest part of her Nuzlocke, the Elite Four and Champion, without Luke at all. Massive props to this pairing for making it through the upsets that they did. But now it's time to find out who else will be going home as we head into the next losers bracket match between Ludwig and Connor Eats Pants. Ludwig leads with Trick Room this match, as he hasn't been able to pull it off in others as well. Connor Slacking locks into Leaf Blade immediately, clearly targeting the Primarina, but getting misdirected because of Follow Me usage from Altaria. Even though this looks like a misplay from Connor, it's actually really clever. With Melodic's high special defense, moves Rage Powder and Roost, it can tank attacks from Primarina as Connor's Slacking slowly chips down the Altaria. Altaria on Ludwig's team is very useful in setting up Trick Room safely and routing other teams' speed control, but it actually doesn't do a lot. In fact, it's clogging up space on the field now that it's accomplished its goal. And Ludwig can't switch out Altaria because the Primarina would be vulnerable to no more redirection. It's brilliant.
Okay, Altaria Leaf Blade paid off. He is locked into Leaf Blade 2 now. Here's the thing, that Primarina does not want to see a Leaf Blade to the face. Okay, so we see the Melodic going for a Rage Powder. He hits his own Melodic. Did he just kill his own Melodic? Killed his own Melodic with the Venom.
To be honest, I had no idea that Petal Blizzard targeted your own Pokemon when using it, and it seems like that lost the game for Connor. Petal Blizzard was the only grass attacking move that Breloom learned, so Stefan and Connor decided to go with it. Ludwig takes a 1-0 lead. In Game 2, Connor decides to build upon his strategy by not using Petal Blizzard at all and sending out Metagross and Dragapult instead. Still an offensive approach, but not on his own Pokemon.
We see the fake out into the Metagross here, really the only option. We don't see a Wide Guard or anything. Shadow Force again from the Dragapult. This Dragapult set is just so weird. The Shadow Force is just, it's so slow. He's basically not doing anything. He's letting him set with the Trick Room, but this might kill Altaria, but just so much tempo gain for Ludwig. Like, yeah, he's down a Pokemon, but the Primarina is ready to sweep in the Trick Room now, and there's no way for Connor to stall.
Unlike Game 1, Connor takes out Ludwig's Altaria here pretty quickly, but squanders the strategy that was so useful previously. By removing the Altaria, Ludwig regains the advantage and is free to swap to a counter strategy. He sends out Chandelure to attack.
Okay, Heat Wave here doesn't actually go for the Decorate, doesn't go for the boost. The Heat Wave killing the Metagross here and the Dragapult switching out, it does mean that if this doesn't kill, which it doesn't, no Grim Neigh boost yet. Because the Moonblast is going to do more damage than the Tri-Attack, right? But you might just kill. Maybe he knows the ranges from the... He probably just knows the ranges anyway. Maybe this just always kills. No, it doesn't. Not even close. Yeah, that's what I thought. So if he'd just done this the other way around, both Pokemon would have died.
Right,
It was a very weird call.
I understand it. No, I get it. No, anyways, literally no more time to explain this. We have Jake Paul fainted, thank God, and Ludwig wins.
Unfortunately, while this means that Connor is out of the tournament, it means that we are all able to see one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire event. Ludwig versus Valkyrie. Although both are in the losers bracket due to a guy embodying the essence of Team Rocket, each have respectively been tearing up this section of the tournament, turning it into a bloodbath of broken dreams, while both try to get back to where they first started, and neither have lost a game since. Two of the most powerful trainers with teams each meant to counter each other in earnest. It's the final four of the tournament, and anyone can win it. But this next match truly would solidify who's making it to the final section of the winner's bracket, Fuslie or Slimesicle. And Fuslie has been preparing this entire time for this particular matchup. If she can take Slimesicle down, there's a chance that she'll be able to take it all. She brings a particular genius to this set that has been unparalleled to anything that I've seen in this tournament yet. Fuslie opens up with her Lucario and her signature Follow Me Bronzong. She plans to use Tailwind with Lucario to immediately get speed control, while having Bronzong redirect attacks so the Lucario can't go down before the plan activates. Slimesicle, however, is also prepared and has an immediate counter strategy to this.
Follow Me opening. Is it going to be Earthquake from Garchomp? We see Double Edge into it. That's really hard to open into for her, like, because the Staraptor's just, it's kind of telegraphed to get the Staraptor lead too. Bronzong's just gone now.
This looks bad. Actually, it looks really bad. But this is all according to Fuslie's plan. While Earthquake from Slimesicle ignores Follow Me, this was bait that he fell for. Hook, line, and sinker. This is a very elaborate setup to create something called a pin. A pin is a term used to describe an unstoppable attacking combination. Similar to chess, where any move the opponent makes will result in a piece being taken, she has manufactured a chain of events where both Bronzong and Lucario faint while setting up Tailwind. She then switches in the combination of Dragonite and Hippowdon. Dragonite knows the move Glacial Lance, an ice-type move that targets both opposing Pokemon. And Hippowdon is holding a Choice Band and knows the ground-type move Precipice Blades, which also targets both Pokemon. There is no type combination that can switch into Ice and Ground. Let me repeat that. There is no type combination in the entire game of Pokemon that can safely switch in to Dragonite and Hippowdon without getting knocked out. Staraptor is good against ground, for example, but loses to Ice. And Metagross can take on Ice, but loses to ground. And with Tailwind active, Fuslie's combo outspeeds everything. She's nailed down the Queen Killer Slimesicle, what no other player has been able to do. All that she needs to do is stay calm.
What the fuck? Sorry, I forgot about choice. I can't.
Not gonna kill. It's not gonna kill.
Deal with you.
I'll run the numbers.
Oh my God.
Take the rough skin damage real quick for me there.
My headphones up. I can't.
Eat the berry.
This is the worst possible move.
Dude, that was like a crazy play. Dude,
Precipice Blades probably kills, like.
He's just in her head. He's been in everyone's head this tournament.
Okay, I can do this.
Okay.
Okay, what do I have left? What do I have left? Do you
have anything left?
Oh, it's not going to be a game one win.
Right.
But she's bounced back from a game one loss before.
Fuslie's coach can only watch in despair as their perfect strategy gets melted by an absolute psychological warfare. It's simple though. If she does something similar in game 2, she can regain her major advantage and possibly run away with the map. Both players open with these same ideas. Lucario and Bronzong against a Raptor and Garchomp. However, Slimesicle makes one critical adaptation. Instead of knocking out Lucario like last time, he intentionally keeps it alive to hold the spot from being swapped and prevent the Dragonite Hippowdon pin. It creates a complicated array of options, as Slimesicle has to manage how many Tailwind turns there are, how much damage Lucario can output, and making sure he knocks out Lucario at the right time. And with all that pressure riding on Slimesicle, Fuslie makes a mistake.
She doesn't even know what she has alive in her team right now. Oh no, she's actually fully panicking. Oh,
it does
no,
refresh, right?
She's 8 seconds left.
Oh, does it not refresh?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Oh,
it's Tailwind. She locked up Tailwind. Spiky Shield.
That's
fine. That's actually fine. She played this well.
Yeah, this is actually completely fine.
This is probably
Does
better.
Tailwind re-up?
I think it fails, right?
What?
Yeah.
I still have Tailwind. I checked it.
It's still up.
Fuslie Tailwinds at the wrong time, wasting a turn. And Slimesicle takes advantage of that momentary lapse in judgment.
Dragon Hammer back on the Dragon
And if the Lucario just had killed a move into the Garchomp, it would have been dead.
Oh, no.
What an insane blunder by Leslie.
Okay, he withdraws. Wait here.
For the Earthquake
I think
setup?
he just clicks Earthquake.
Yeah, it's probably Earthquake on the Garchomp.
Slimecicle is so fucking good, man.
Oh, this is gross.
Dude, he yells yes so evilly. The Sheen of Villainous almost allows you to overcome this pressure.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be this guy going for crazy plays and stuff.
At what point do you just like feel really bad for Fusely?
Yes.
Like this is an evil play.
God, he still hasn't dropped a game.
He's never dropped a game so far.
And with that, Slimecicle continues his legendary surprise run and makes his way to the finals of the Invitational as Fusely drops to fight the winner of the much-awaited Ludwig versus Valkyrae. It's now a contest to see who can take down Slimecicle at the end of the road, and they sure have to work for it. This was meant to be a match for the ages. The match that everyone thought would battle it out in the finals. The match that Ludwig specifically crafted his team around. If there's any weakness that Valkyrae's dream team has, is that her team is somewhat weak to ground-type Pokemon, and that her team is so fast that it's vulnerable to Trick Room too. That's why Ludwig has a Rhyperior. That's why he has a Trick Room option. So if he can set up both of those in tandem, there's a real chance he could serve Ray with her second loss of the tournament and eliminate her. So begins game 1. Ludwig doesn't bring his Rhyperior to the match. He starts with his Dragonite and Darkrai, with Primarina and Chandelure in the back as his Trick Room core. Valkyrae immediately senses something off and goes for a degenerate advanced strategy known as Fake Out cycling. With 2 Pokemon that know the move Fake Out in her party, she's able to use Fake Out, switch, Fake Out again with a different Pokemon, switch, etc., maintaining complete disruption over Ludwig's strategies. Meanwhile, while she's doing this, Ray can freely spam Volt Tackle with her Choice Band and Slacking, actually taking advantage of the electric terrain that Ludwig's own Dragonite set up. It's also extremely clever of her to bring in her Milotic, because if Ludwig had brought his Rhyperior that could stop Slacking's oppressive Volt Tackle, the Milotic could destroy it with a single water move. In a matchup that was hyped up for weeks, Valkyrae displays her mastery of VGC tactics and takes him down in the fastest game yet. But it's not over. And we know that with Ludwig, he normally throws game 1, so we can return sharper and sharper for game 2 and 3.
Here we go, match 2 here. Let's see what he
Yeah,
goes with.
and
You'll
there
see
is
the
the
Altaria
this time.
Primarina start.
I think this lead has served Ludwig much better in most of his matches than anything else that we've
with
seen.
that follow me Fake Out, like that Altaria can stay on the field way longer than it needs to.
It's not even going to be Fake Out. It's just going to be a follow me to redirect the moves. No
so we can
electric
get the
terrain
Trick
up or
Room out with the
anything.
Primarina here. I mean, Valkyrae has speed. That's the thing. Valkyrae has speed, so if you can get the Trick Room out, that's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the Fake Out flinches, 100% chance to flinch right there.
And
Make
how
sure
much
that
damage,
that
I'm
can't
sure
do
they
it.
both know the calcs on this double edge coming in from Slacking. It's just going to be Volt Tackle, actually.
Yeah, and there we go.
That
Wow.
actually just kills.
That was a roll.
Okay, took the chance and it paid off for Valkyrae. And now Ludwig is once again not looking good.
Oh my God! Volt Tackle, actually. Wait, hold on.
Whoa, that was a good roll right there. Survivability from that Chandelure.
Oh
my God! That's my
goat.
goat.
Oh my God!
That's my goat.
Reminder, that is not Focus Sash.
But like, what can you do? What can you even do anymore?
The amount of practice that we did against this team was ridiculous. And it is paying off in kind. Holy.
Yeah, that Slacking has I think that Slacking might have the most kills of the entire tournament.
You're kind of out of options as Ludwig now. You never got the Trick Room up. It's unfortunately just over.
And he has to somehow hard read this, but I mean, how do you do it when your Choice Band is into Volt Tackle?
It's game. The rivalry that we were all expecting and the epic match that we're all
this is probably
done in about 6 turns.
Yeah, this is the fastest match I think we've had.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. Look at this. And that's game.
And that's game.
The very, very anticipated rivalry turns into an absolute blowout. Ludwig loses in what seems to be the most devastating match yet. This next match will determine who faces off Slimecicle in the final showdown. Valkyrae, whose crown was taken from her in the very first match she was in of the tournament, fighting her way battle after battle after battle to win it back, and Fusely, who's put her blood, sweat, and tears into every single aspect of this event just to have her narrow grasp at victory swiped away from her in a grueling mental mismatch. Both of them want revenge, but only one of them will be able to achieve it. Game 1 starts, and Fusely opts for a strategy that she hasn't used before. If not her follow me mode, it's all about Snow Warning and Aurora Veil. If you have a Fake Out user, a Spore user there, you kind of know what the first turn normally should be, especially with Valkyrae when she literally does that all the time.
Yeah, so the standard opening here, Fake Out into the Dragonite. But actually, spores and fakes out into the same Pokemon. That is not.
That's
but
bad.
also, no follow me from Bronzong is really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Aurora Veil.
She's doing an Aurora Veil.
Oh, I love this.
Oh,
this
wow.
is actually so good against the Spore opening.
Yeah, Valkyrie's Spore Raikou is ridiculous. But if you can reduce the damage output by using Aurora Veil, you give yourself more chances to wake up before dying.
Valkyrie will do way less damage, and the problem is the Spore leads are very slow. You're just not doing damage.
You're doing no
right?
damage.
Yeah, and this is now a really, really good position.
I'm assuming
for
she's
Fuslie.
going Unnerve and then Spore, right? She wants to bring out her Dragapult.
There it is.
Because that way you can't eat.
There's a Citrus Berry on the Bronzong for sure, so that's kind of huge.
Okay.
Yeah, the Citrus Berry with Harvest.
That Flamethrower dealt a lot of damage considering Aurora Veil is up.
There's the Spore on the...
There's the Wake Up. Grammar is just gonna... Surprised we don't see the Glacial Lance. It's Sash. Yeah. That's why I think I like the Glacial Lance more, right? Because you also get the damage on the Raikou in that moment.
Right. Yeah, the coaches every single turn are praying for that Wake Up.
I don't know how much I like the Extreme Speed because it's a little bit of damage on Raikou, yes. It's not that much, and it means that she doesn't burn a sleep turn this
You're
turn,
right,
you know?
you're right. Okay, gets the Spore there. Okay, let's see if the Bronzong
Wake up.
wakes up here. If the
Wake
Bronzong wakes
up,
up, this
Mr. West.
could be huge for Fuslie. Oh, it did, woke up.
Huge Wake Up, actually.
And the Pollen Puff getting the
It's
kill on
gonna
the
kill the
Dragon
Dragapult at least, yeah.
Nice, okay, she did get that kill. That was really, really good. That puts Fuslie a little bit more ahead.
And with that, I mean, like, it's just gonna be another Spore from the Raikou, like, and, you know...
Oh, she gets
and
the Citrus Berry and the
Wait,
Harvest.
do we see the Harvest?
50%. Yeah, oh.
Damn, the tension's crazy.
Wow.
Nope.
Okay, no, she sends out Tyranitar. Okay, so we didn't get the Harvest
But it
from-
can happen still any turn, right?
Yep, it could happen any turn. Yeah, 50% chance at the end of a turn to regain its berry that it ate before.
So again, because of this extreme speed, no burn sleep turn, so Dragonite guaranteed to be asleep this turn. The Tyranitar has Wicked Blow, right? So that's gonna go through Aurora Veil, actually.
Yeah.
The Spore actually kind of unnecessary there, because I think the Bronzong is probably just dead.
Or he's
Diamond
caught
Storm, though,
in the
she's trying
Nuzlocke.
to eliminate the Dragonite first, knowing that the Bronzong would sleep for a turn if it gets Spored, so now she gets the Wicked Blow next. And he gets, there's the first defense boost of Diamond Storm in the tournament.
Raikou is battery powered now too. So that Flamethrower is going to do some nasty damage. Fuslie does have an answer with Stupid. Yeah,
This could be
isn't
huge,
bad.
right?
Yeah.
This is like maximum gamble if you wake up and follow me.
This is an interesting spot and a pivotal one for Fuslie. Her entire strategy is about waking up early and trying to get damage off. The next couple turns all depend on this Bronzong.
I had to stim out real quick.
Oh my god!
shit!
Oh, with the
That's
follow
actually
me!
so huge!
Oh my god! Fuslie playing out of her mind!
This is definitely
Okay,
turn
let's
of
see
the
it, let's see it,
event.
let's see it. Gets the, okay, immediate Spore, that's totally fine here. Fuslie crying, saying, my boy Bronny, my boy.
But she doesn't understand how
the
great
Wicked
this
Blow,
is.
that's totally okay. But here's the important thing. There is no ally Pokemon next to it, so...
Precipice Blades could miss here.
Do it!
I think we're hoping for a crit on the T-Tar. At least the Raikou's off the field.
That's
though.
good. That's
Missing
good.
the
That's
T-Tar is
good.
okay. It's +2. It's +2 anyway. It wouldn't have done that much.
Yes.
The Raikou being off the field is massive because that was the biggest problem.
Goes for the fake out. Okay.
But she did Sacred Sword the T-Tar.
Yeah.
She Sacred Sword.
It does kill.
Sacred Sword goes off a special defense, so the +2 defense boost doesn't. Yeah.
Wait, 2v1.
Yeah, but... Stupid flinch. Melodic does have Origin Pulse.
Yeah. The
fully
Lucario
online
has Shadow
active.
Shield and it's got Thunder. Basically, she has to hit Thunders here.
70% accurate.
But
right now.
I'm not gonna lie, and this might be a crazy head calc. I'm not sure if that Thunder 2 KOs.
I don't think it does. Okay, she went with the Sacred Sword.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, we got the crit! Got the crit!
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh my god.
Sacred Sword was just also the better play there. Yeah. That's game.
And that's game! Fuslie gets match 1 on Valkyrie! Wow!
And out of nowhere, for the second time this tournament, Valkyrie falls. With some clever positioning, smart tactics, and admittedly a little luck, Fuslie found a way to beat the impossible team too. Either team here would be a menace to challenge the reign of Slimecicle, and either team has that chance. All Fuslie needs to do is keep up this momentum, slow the game down, and above all else, not panic.
Right, we go, okay, with a classic combo here with the Raikou and Melodic.
So Fuslie's strategy remains the same. Ray's countermeasure here is to deny Aurora Veil to begin with, correctly identifying it as what pulled Fuslie so far ahead in the first game.
Game 1 was good because Leslie got the Aurora Veil off. This is going to be a lot harder. No Aurora Veil.
Because Ray just played it correctly is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. She didn't do the fake out and Spore into the same Pokemon.
Yeah, and look at that damage without the Aurora Veil. It's just... Harvest proc would actually be really important here.
Right here, if the Harvest procs, then it actually eats the Citrus Berry one more time. Oh, he woke up.
Huge.
Glacial Lance.
I
You like
don't
that?
know how I feel about that. I don't know if the Raikou dead to E-Speed now. It doesn't look like it to me. And
I mean, the Diamond Storm picks up that kill. Oh,
Nope.
it doesn't.
Picks up neither, actually. I think you have to start...
Coach is yelling, you got to start burying Bronny.
Wake up!
It's close. There,
Ooh,
we
he
get
doesn't
the
get the
harvest.
Harvest, actually.
I think he's still dead to Flamethrower, though.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But if the E-Speed kills here, then Bronzong is suddenly in a good position. He might get another Harvest proc the next turn.
I think the E-Speed kills a roll.
Oh, she didn't go for it, though.
No,
Okay, didn't go for the E-Speed. Now Diamond Storm. There might be another Citrus Berry proc here, but he's still going to be in Flamethrower range. This is really rough for Leslie.
And we don't get a Harvest proc. Okay.
What's funny is her mental is just consistently shattered.
Since
She did that
turn 1 of the first game of the tournament. You just get spored again. Like, I don't really know what... It's like, if you can't deal with the Raikou, it's just over. She's all over the battlefield.
There's two grandmas here.
Yeah, there's
And
like...
I'm so...
You love to see the support.
Yeah.
This is an awesome play by Ray.
Okay, we got fake out pressure on here. Flamethrower into
Actually doesn't go for the Spore in the
What?
Lucario, which I think gets the burn.
Gets the burn. That's really bad. That's an
probably
attack
just
drop.
Game. That's
That
probably
is
just
an attack
game,
drop. So this,
yeah,
does
look at
nothing.
that.
Oh God, 30%.
Okay,
Terrible
Aurora
time.
Veil is up now, but I think it's too late.
You can still have melodic fake out pressure.
Yeah,
constantly.
she's playing it really well. These pivots are really
it's
strong.
a slow
like,
burn.
yeah,
The T-Tar also has fake out, so it's fake out T-Tar,
Yeah,
fake
yeah,
out
yeah.
melodic, fake
Lethal,
out.
bro.
Yeah.
Having 2 fake outs with Spore in this game,
I mean, this is Ray's team in full force. This is why everybody was afraid of it. Gets the Harvest again, but at this point,
Aurora Veil's still up.
Yeah.
there's no way to kill Melodic.
Another Harvest. On the,
Yeah.
This is, I mean.
Aurora
that's
Veil's
pretty
still
bad,
up. I
though.
think she lives this pretty
Okay,
well.
procs to Citrus here. Procs
is
to
up,
Citrus.
yeah.
Oh, the
burn
burn's
is
not
bad.
good.
Dang.
Yeah, Wicked Blow should kill here.
Nice,
yeah,
there it
through
is.
Aurora Veil.
This
It always
Wicked
does.
Blow just keeps critting, man. Every single time. It's crazy luck.
Yeah.
Same with Surging Strikes. What are these moves?
And no wake up.
Yeah, this
This is going to be a difficult match 3.
like a setup sweeper. She stays in the back. Her other 5 Pokemon are powerful enough.
They're hoping for a crit right here.
It's
Wouldn't even help.
Oh my
God.
But Melodic is alive.
The problem is that Raikou is so much faster than this Hippowdon will ever be.
So that's just
So it's GG's right here.
Wow. What a wonderful second round.
Fuslie has lost game 2, but it doesn't feel hopeless. Even though Ray adapted to her strategy pretty handedly, it was a close match, and it could have gone either way. For game 3, Fuslie recognizes how important Raikou is, and she goes all out trying to knock it out.
Well, how does Fuslie adjust here?
The question is, do 2 E-Speeds and
the Glacial Lance.
Glacial Lance
Does
kill?
that kill? I think it's a roll. I think it's still a roll. It depends if it high rolls the E-Speeds. It depends if it high rolls the
Fuck,
Glacial
man.
Lance.
Seeing that roll now, I do think that extreme speed last game, I think it would have cut the Raikou.
Yeah. All right, she's doing the classic fake out pressure every single turn with Spore.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it though.
Yeah, you're not making a lot of progress, and like they are burning sleep turns.
Get
so,
some damage on the
It's
field.
true, it's true. But I think Valkyrie is going for what she did last match. It's the slow burn.
I think you go for the Wicked Blow on the Bronzong now. We'll see the Thunder actually from the Raikou going in, but it misses.
Oh,
That's
the
huge.
first Thunder miss of the whole
It is
tour.
up, and it wake up, and the Draco Hammer.
Does it kill?
Oh, that does so much damage, and E-Speed kills this for sure.
And I think
Aurora Veil here.
Aurora Veil is up now.
This is massive.
Both
massive
Pokemon
stuff
away.
for Fuslie.
Palm Puff to heal the Dragonite here.
Oh, E-Speed, nice. And
I like the Palm Puff. I don't know if she gets it off though.
Yeah.
Diamond Storm could miss.
Aurora Veil's up.
But
Dragonite.
This
my
is
God!
such a phenomenal
my
turn.
God!
Defense boost, but she gets
And
the
the
healing
Pollen
off.
Puff that heals the Dragonite.
Aurora Veil still up. This is disaster for Valkyrie.
Move there. And with the blowing into it, it's pretty bad.
She gets a free switch to the Lucario, which has its Shadow Shield up. You can set up the Tailwind, and you can start like.
What's Shadow Shield do?
Decreases damage when you're at full health.
I see.
Ooh. I do like this. We do see the follow me. I think she was predicting it.
No Tailwind.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's totally fine here. Sacred Sword into that's pretty good.
And does this kill?
Yes! Oh, it does! Oh,
Wait, this
wow!
The coach brought up a really good point.
Yeah, it didn't proc the Citrus Berry.
Yeah.
Fuslie brings the match to a 3 Pokemon versus a 2 Pokemon lead. Even though she's up on Pokemon, it's still an uphill battle. Critically, Dragapult is still on the field. It has moves that hit both Pokemon. and it gains damage on kill. This one's going to be close.
The nerves have gotten insane. Like, I'm hearing Ray go, please put me out of my misery. She's acting as if she has lost this. Which, you know, she's not
She's
close
not.
to
That's
having
Astral
lost
Rod
it.
is going to do some massive damage. Yeah.
Do we see the tailwind here?
No. This is a fighting move into Tyranitar.
I mean, it's not bad to get this off the field, to be honest.
That Dragapult Grimnay, though, is pretty bad, too.
Yeah, I don't hate this. And now,
We have
Focus still up for Dragapult.
Yep.
It's got the Grimnay boost. This is going to be a very fucking close game.
It's going to be very close. Yeah, we have Stu with the hip out on.
Just double into it. I think I like the high horsepower there more, maybe, but...
Astral Barrage. I mean, this is going to do some serious damage. That special attack boost.
So much.
Wait, the berry, though.
This
comes out of berry proc, no?
It's choice banned.
It's choice banded. There's no berry.
It's over. I
Keep
think
in mind. This still
Valkyrie
has...
won. It's got a focus sash. I think it's
and
over.
Astral Barrage does not... Oh, God.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters.
She's dead.
Yeah, there's Astral Barrage right into Fusli right here. Oh,
What
wow.
a set.
That's
Wow.
crazy. That's so close.
Holy
Fusli
shit.
barely loses to Ray. What a great job from both players.
And after that exhausting best of 3, honestly, this match went on for a full half hour. Valkyrie makes it out of the losers bracket, where she reunites with the very person that put her there. She's had to go through the entire losers bracket undefeated, eliminating Ranbu, Alana, Ludwig, and Fusli from the tournament just to get a chance at redemption. And still, ever since that first match, he's never lost a battle with his Pokemon. There's one critical thing about this event that won't seem obvious at first if you've never seen a double elimination bracket tournament before. In order to be removed from the tournament, you need to lose twice. Valkyrie has lost once, so if Slimecicle beats her in this next best of 3, Ray has now lost twice, and Slimecicle wins. However, if Valkyrie beats Slimecicle in the final best of 3, Slimecicle now only has lost once. The tournament continues, and they move on to a second best of 3 match. It's called a bracket reset. It's the inherent advantage that the winner's bracket gets. At this point, it's been over 6 hours straight of grueling, intense Pokemon battles. Their coaches, Freezai and Kaya, have poured all of their knowledge into their players. Their hard work, late nights, long hours of studying and preparing, it all comes down to this. In game 1, Slimecicle starts with the Grimmsnarl lead, the same lead that won game 2 of their first encounter. But this time, Valkyrie leads with Slacking, because Slacking can freely attack Grimmsnarl with no consequences.
Get the fake out on the Grimmsnarl, so Grimmsnarl can't use the Spore or the Extreme Speed.
I wonder if that's a range.
That is a range, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, is that a range too?
Yep.
That's also a range? Oh my god.
But she doesn't attack Grimmsnarl with Slacking. She knocks out the Pokemon on the other side, which allows Grimmsnarl to Tailwind. This is critical because it gives Slimecicle a way to outspeed Valkyrie's powerful threats.
Yeah, this is going to do a lot, though. This is going to do some crazy
That doesn't
damage.
do that much.
It wasn't as much as I thought, though. All right, he's sending out his Stroke Off. Apparently, according to Slimecicle, it's uncut, so good to know. Okay, swap Slack Off. Into what, though? Oh, my God. Here he is.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, Sucker Punch fails here.
Diamond Storm.
Diamond Storm's
It's gonna kill the Raikou,
gets
but
the
like,
Raikou.
Now she has extreme speed.
Yeah,
She can
exactly.
take out the slacking, yeah.
Yep. Sucker Punch
It's
gets
just gonna
the
take it
kill.
out.
Double
She
into
did,
the slacking, okay.
That
It didn't
lives.
kill, though. And the recoil.
Slimecicle executes pretty cleanly and wins game 1. Slimecicle is now 1 game away from winning the entire tournament and is 3-0 against the Dream Team. In game 2, Slimecicle again goes for the Grimmsnarl lead for the 3rd time in a row. But this time, Valkyrie correctly identifies Grimmsnarl as the major threat and removes it immediately, leaving Slimecicle without Tailwind support.
Excellent.
Does this hit the range?
That's smart.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Valkyrie is in a really good position here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
definitely
look at that,
kills.
look at that.
Follow me now.
It's so good.
Slacking not even taking any damage now. It's
No,
okay.
no,
It's
Diamond Storm.
No
fantastic.
Diamond
Yeah.
Storm there, but still, though.
Plus
that,
2
that
defense would
slacking
be
is
very
crazy
important here.
Okay, we have the. There it is, the Strogoff in the back.
So even if he detects here, she can spore.
Yeah, that Raikou's just nasty.
It's extreme speed into the
so
tech
that's
probably.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
But
not
this is
great.
like okay. They just went even, and the Raikou gets an advantage over.
And Spore
Oh,
also
no.
into slacking.
That is a huge
Oh,
punish.
No.
That was a big punish.
And now the Metagross can Spiky Shield the next turn, right? So yeah.
And now she gets the -1. So that was
Oh,
big.
That's pretty
That was
bad.
very, very
that
good.
was.
I would
not
say
the move to
Slimecicle
make.
back.
In it, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Just in 1 turn.
Okay, Spore into the
Revive's
Metagross.
legal.
Sucker Punch failed there. Yeah.
Oh, Slimesicle saying he misclicked.
He wanted to target the slacking. This is huge. Valkyrie back in the lead.
Valkyrie's in a really strong position here.
I don't hate this, but that is
God.
a massive punish.
Oh, no.
Wow.
With the Diamond Storm.
That much.
But again,
and it gets the defense boost too.
We do see the Metagross finally fall, and now it's Slimesicle's stroke off against the world. What's so funny about stroke off? It's just the slacking's name. I don't know why you're laughing at that. It's a really serious moment.
Aftermath.
Actual aftermath value, yeah.
Wait, I think it
That actually ended the game there.
Wait, that's the game.
That's
Aftermath
incredible.
and recoil. Aftermath actually making a decision here for the game.
Valkyrie beats Slimesicle for the first time. The first time that Slimesicle has ever lost a game in this entire tournament. It's time for game 3. Slimesicle goes for a slacking Metagross lead, and it's clear that the plan is a lot more careful. Similar to how Fuslie slowed down the game versus Valkyrie. Slimesicle's playing that same wake-up game, but he's also taking advantage of Protect to try and block Spore by predicting the right target. It's risky, but he has to take risks at this point.
Oh, this is huge. Does that kill?
Oh, it's
Not
close
quite.
though. It's close.
Okay, fake out with the Metagross.
She needs to Spore. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
The
correct.
slashing right there. That's the one. Yeah.
That is the lead that she was looking for the entire time. She finally got the position set up. It's crazy how hard that position seems to be to set up against Slimesicle's team, the like, fake out Spore stuff.
Pick up.
Oh,
no my
shot!
God! No! Oh my God! Dude, the turn 1 wake up into double edge to kill the Raikou.
Yeah,
she brings up the pulse. She brings up the pulse.
She gets it. So good, yeah. This is follow me. He's gonna double edge into the melodic. Yeah, that's really, really good.
Really smart.
Yeah.
Astral
And it's
Barrage.
Astral Barrage.
This is kill.
I don't like it your turn, but I don't like it generally.
Yeah, it does kill.
Okay.
It does kill. Then, I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
And that is that's
God.
Yes. Come on.
It's the
Oh
Grimstone.
my God! Okay, we have one sucker punch down.
Yep.
Okay. Strogoff goes for the sucker here. Doesn't kill. Oh my God! Goes and hits the high jump kick.
She's a god!
Oh my God! That's what she was praying.
insane.
Oh my God! But it
it
goes for
just
playing
doesn't
skills,
matter.
make sure, and wow!
And we have a
Valkyrie
bracket
reset the bracket.
Ultimately, Valkyrie leverages the sheer power of her Dragapult and slacking to clean up a tense win in Game 3, setting up one final best of 3. Both competitors are allowed one final discussion with their coaches, but truthfully, everything that needs to be said has already been. They've fought each other 5 times by now, they know each other well, and there are no more secrets, no more sleeves to rip off, no more Pokeballs to throw. The finals are going to come down to whoever can execute and what happens with Spore. Whoever wins this match wins the tournament. After the disaster of Game 2 last series, Slimesicle abandons the Grimmsnarl lead and sticks with the Protect prediction strategy. If he can correctly protect against single target moves, he has a chance.
Okay, we see Astral Barrage.
We do live. We're likely to live.
He's calling a live here,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he lives on 7
Weakness
HP.
policy is gonna activate
7
now.
HP.
It's gonna double its offenses. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong here.
This is not
This is
a
disgusting.
Good, this is not a good start.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Okay, but we have a Diamond Storm coming in.
It doesn't do that much damage, man.
So you put everything in range. So what you have to do is you have to get the 1-turn sleep.
Yeah.
We're aware of that. We're gonna wait one more turn, give a chance for slacking to wake up.
when I need
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like it.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah. So because we went into the matchup knowing it is just bad, so we're gonna have to play to complicate things, play for the 1-turns, play for mistakes. That's what we're playing for here.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Withdraw the Dragapult into the slacking?
Okay.
It's flamethrower.
Perfect.
Okay.
Flamethrower,
Perfect. So now,
Yeah.
this is what we're playing for. I'm not sure I agree with... I guess this is fine. We are playing for the...
Are you sending in the Garchomp here?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Burn
good.
would be catastrophic.
Ben.
We're not gonna see it.
Doesn't
though.
get the...
Critical.
It's a crit,
Oh, I
though.
mean, it was a crit, but it
Yep.
doesn't get the burn.
Yeah, there it
Wakes
is.
up the slacking.
There it
and
is.
double
and
edge
now
right
Raikou-
into
that's
the
exactly
Raikou.
how Freezai
That's what
drew
they
it
wanted.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what we're playing for.
I will say, like, the
Oh
Nuzlocke.
Lives
my
the
God.
dosage.
And then he dies to his own recoil, doesn't he?
On.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a free swap out, right?
Yeah.
You know, with the recoil damage there, which
Yeah.
isn't bad. Double edge into...
So, like, for example, if he would have died to fake out, but we're aware that you're gonna have to make some plays to overcome the bad matchup. So you made a risky, very risky play. It worked out here.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
that's
and then
kind of
that double edge gets the recoil too. You got rid of both slackings off the field.
Is this a 2v2 now?
It's a 2v2?
Yeah.
No, he forgot again. He forgot again about safety goggles.
Oh no. This might be game losing.
He just forgot.
Spike shield. He's looking for the follow me. Okay. Oh no.
He just forgot.
He thought he was cooking.
Yeah, this is not a cook though. This is not a cook. Yeah.
But honestly,
yeah, here's the spore into the safety goggles. Yeah, and he realized it. He realized it.
Slimesicle is able to narrow it down, and there are some ideas with Grimmsnarl, but he forgets about safety goggles on Milotic and wastes a turn. To beat Ray, he both needs to play perfectly and get lucky. This type of mistake is punishing.
Slimesicle saying his notes are wrong, which is pretty devastating. That's one of those things that you want to get right.
that's a fail, yeah.
You can't use a double. Yep. There's the follow me getting into it.
It's just Astral Barrage. That's probably game.
This is pretty devastating.
Valkyrie on the most insane losers run right now.
Tides have once again turned, and for the first time this tournament, Slimesicle is down 0-1.
Oh, she is stressed out of her
She
mind.
is one game away.
She just needs one game to take down the bracket killer himself.
And being crowned the best Nuzlocker in the world.
Literally. Okay, we're getting into the...
Okay, back to melodic slacking on Valkyrie's side.
We are fine with this outcome. We have double protect to stop fake out.
They're taking their max time here.
Okay.
Okay, she's seen the withdraw.
If that is Raikou, we're happy.
Okay, it's Raikou. It is Raikou.
Okay.
She didn't see
so
the
this is a 43% chance to kill. Oh, follow me. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I would have liked Diamond Storm here. That way you put it in range of double edge next time, but we're still getting a knockout.
I think she's fine with the melodic dying here. The position starts to look pretty good.
It's the Dragapult in the back.
Dragapult?
It's so tense for both. They don't want to make the wrong move.
Astral Barrage, and that Astral Barrage does absolutely nothing. Not affecting Stroke Off.
Yes! Perfect,
Oh,
perfect,
wow.
perfect.
This is a really, really bad turn for Valkyrie.
No.
Yeah.
Oh!
Is this going to
And the
die?
flamethrower
this
onto
is
the-
fine. This is fine.
Onto the Metagross?
I can get the weakness policy now. This is like
fine.
really bad.
This is really bad. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
Oh my god,
This
if
is
she
fine.
doubled in there, that would have been crazy.
We board wipe here, I'm pretty sure. Just knock
Yeah.
everything out.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so that's a
God.
43% to KO. We got it, which is cool, but we're Diamond Storming anyway. Yeah.
He didn't see that it killed to recoil.
Dies to recoil. It's fine though. Like he's so far ahead now. Like
Yep. There we go. Good,
yeah,
good,
that's
good.
totally great.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
According to Slimesicle, he says he misclicked. And she locks in a triple axle!
That's
What?
I mean, it can just never kill the Metagross.
Yeah, like this isn't gonna kill the Metagross ever.
We are going to a final game, PointCrow.
I think this is literally a final game.
He mounts a comeback, nailing his protect turns correctly, equaling the series back 1-1. You couldn't have fabricated a story better than what's happening here. The underdog becoming the villain, and the villain becoming the hero, the ups, the downs, the plot twists, and it all comes down to one single game.
Oh, he's panicking. He's
panicking. Okay, we see double
turn
edge, we
one.
see spiky shield.
All right, he's making a play.
He was thinking way too hard. This is the mind games
It should
on mind
be. It
games.
should probably be scoring to. Okay, it's E-speed here. Yeah.
Ooh, and there's the spore.
Valkyrie gets the protect prediction completely right, double targeting the non-protect Pokemon. But Slimesicle still has some fight left in him. It's not over yet for the underdog.
Yes. That's it. What is that? That's a 43% chance to kill.
The whole day has led to this very moment. Slimesicle needs to get lucky and wake up early with his Metagross.
Okay, we have the Dragapult, and then we got the Garchomp.
Okay, this is fine. You Earthquake, Spiky Shield, and hope you wake up. He's thinking about it. That's fine too.
I mean, like this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's still guessing game.
I want to see Astral Extreme Speed here, please.
Yeah, and that Strength Sap is just
Yes.
crazy.
Okay, that's one.
They get the Extreme Speed.
Astral.
Yeah, and then there's the Astral Barrage.
Oh, this is
Do we
so
live?
scary.
It's
I
going
think
to be crazy if they live.
Yeah. Both live. Both have lived.
Oh my God! Into the Draco.
Please.
Now,
no.
wake up,
No.
wake up,
turn.
Diamond Storm. Wake up, Diamond Storm.
If this wakes up,
This is
it is over for
This
Ray.
is literally it.
Yes! He sleeps. He sleeps. He doesn't get the turn 1 anymore, just when he needs it most.
I think it's over.
It's over.
We'll have to see.
God.
It is quite literally, what we've learned throughout this tournament is quite literally not over until it is actually over. We have to see Ray standing up. Oh, okay, we get the wake up.
Okay.
Into the spiky shield. Okay, that turn 2 wake up isn't
Here
bad.
it is. Let's see.
No.
Okay. Okay, there's the E-speed coming out on Dimple. Astral Barrage. Spiky shield.
Is this gonna kill?
Does this kill?
It doesn't matter.
Does this kill?
Yeah.
It's over.
Oh my god.
You're always dead to the E-speed. The
Yeah,
Mairs
yeah.
can't do anything before it dies to Astral Barrage. I think Valkyrie has done it.
Wait. But he didn't sucker punch, I guess.
He didn't suck her. He didn't suck her.
He didn't sucker.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
We'll see this.
Okay, is it?
He did suck her.
Wait.
Oh no.
All right.
You need to E-speed the Grimmsnarl there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, the sequencing was wrong.
I told you. I told you, man. You cannot count this out. Boostly's asking where the Garchomp came from. We got the citrus up from the Garchomp here. It is not over until it is over.
The only way you can lose this is if you extreme speed your Milotic. Otherwise.
There's the proper fake out. That's the good one. Take the kill on.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
the good
completely
one.
fine too.
Either or, that's pretty good.
Ground down to the very last
there
turn.
It is.
And with that, Valkyrie completes her legendary run, coming back from the depths of hell to reclaim her crown as the champion of the Nuzlocke Invitational. She earned this victory, with everyone trying to take her down and persevering through it when she needed to most. She fought the hardest she could, and she won it all.
How does it feel?
Honestly, I mess up a lot. I make a lot of mistakes. You were scary from the beginning.
Thank you. Yeah.
I know I have a busted team, but for me, being able to actually play it more properly than I expected, I'm very happy with myself. I have no one else to thank but my coach, Kaya. Thank you so much for coaching me.
No, don't be silly. I could not have asked for a better player to coach. The enthusiasm that you approached this with made me so happy.
Freezai, get in here. This was the hardest imaginable matchup of all time. So not only did we do the impossible, we did it like 3 or 4 times. But you guys played phenomenally. You absolutely deserve it. It was so much fun. I didn't mean to bring the kind of menacing aura that I ended up having.
You're wearing a Team Rocket outfit.
I don't know where people are getting it from.
Thanks to my co-host, Peachal. Couldn't do without you, seriously.
I cannot overstate how lucky we got with the cast of players and coaches, each and every one of them putting so much time and effort into playing a video game that we all love. Not to mention taking a chance on Peachal and I to create a good event for them. If you like this, there's a couple things I'd like to ask of you. First off, subscribe. From the bottom of my heart, it means so much to me that I can create cool things like this for you guys to all watch. And it's a really easy way to get things like this recommended to you in the future in case you want to catch them live. Second, we have merch made just for this tournament. So if you want to rep some sick designs, go to collectorsanxiety.com and get it there. And last but not least, check out my co-host's video on the Nuzlocke Invitational as well. As one of the best Nuzlockers in the world, Peachal goes over each and every one of the players' Nuzlocks and deep dives them in a way that adds so much more to the context of this Invitational. Oh, right. There's a secret thing. For all of you guys that have been asking for the past several months if Peachal and I are going to do this again, yeah, we're going to see you guys for the 2nd annual Nuzlocke Invitational next year, summer 2026. Thanks for watching.
Follow me.
Ah! You got it!
I needed that!
Yo, Freezai! This one's for you!
Look at us. We're in a Pokemon tournament.